Hello, ZSR. Welcome to another Ocarina of Time Randomizer standard tournament race. We have the last race in Winner's Bracket Round 1 between DocHeaps and Sora. I personally am very excited for this match, and I hope you all are too. And on comms, we have Splits Happen and Melqui, and they will take it from here.
Thanks, Baseball. Hello,
Thank you,
chat.
baseball.
Thank you for
How's
joining us.
How's it going, everybody? I will start by saying that today I'm Team Zora. I think it needs to be said.
Yes, we've already been accused of bias in the chat, so just to be clear, we hold no bias here. This is a very exciting matchup between DocHeaps and Sora. Believe we have the stat screen up right now. Pretty fun matchup here. Sora is the higher seed at 11, DocHeaps at 54. If you take a look at the center of this screen, 39 races being compared here. Sora has taken 29 versus Heaps 10. So, you know, about a 3 to 1 favorite here, as the seeding would also suggest. But you never know. I continually say in this tournament, there are no upsets. Everyone is just so good, and Rando is always gonna Rando. So,
That is
yes,
indeed.
Our team tonight splits on comms with me. Our trackers, Baseball doing double duty, Restreamer and Tracker, and Mad Monk Adam. ZeldaSpeedRuns has done such a good job of getting Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 6 standard tournament races up. We are Team F. We are Team F for the
all
weekend.
the way.
So
yes.
Please get some Fs in chat. Anytime that we are doing our happy 1 hour, happy 2 hour, throw some Fs in chat to thank our trackers, thank Splits, and our runners. We'll be getting going in about a minute, it looks like. What are you hoping to see tonight, Splits?
I'm feeling a Frogs 2 seed today. I hope I'm wrong, because the last time I said something like this, it happened. Because I said I wanted a 50 skull seed, and it happened last time I was on comms. And it was a surprise 50 skulls, because it was for lights at the end.
Disgusting. I was saying earlier that, you know, the randomizer has been a little generous this weekend. And so, of course, it's gonna just dump a bunch of crap on this last race.
I just really want to see like a straightforward seed. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yep. Oh, and we do have a prediction going. Gamble responsibly.
Remember to vote for Sora. Everybody.
Alright, so just kind of taking a look at what we have here. We do have an adult start, which is going to be a vanilla spawn this season. Starting song, Lullaby, and we are starting with a medallion, which is great for path hints, because if there can be the 5 hintable paths for those remaining dungeon bosses, you will get those, which gives you some great information about the seed.
And we're getting Forest Spirit, Free Fire, Water Jabu. I think I got those right.
Yeah. We'll get those
that was
updated
fast.
on the screen for everyone, regardless. Imagine doing pedestal first. Graveyard to Vol. Oh, 50 is double.
Oh, DMT Baronade.
Yep. And
I think it was Icy Waters bottle.
Green potion bottle, yep. Alright, so some good information. Some path hints. Yep, checking the pedestal first without any items to give you any direction. I personally like doing that because of the odds of finding a bomb bag or even potentially Kokiri sword. You want to know it before you're committing to any, like, alright, is this a stone dungeon?
That moment when you have like a strength and bomb shoes and you don't know if you should do DC or not at that moment.
Yep, exactly.
That happens quite often.
But unsurprisingly,
No, you go ahead.
Just gonna say, unsurprisingly, both of these runners are going to do adult Kakariko. Sora missing that jump up here. Easily my least favorite thing to start off a race with is something like this, where, you know what, this is more technical and more difficult than it looks like most of the time, but it can just kind of shake your confidence if you go into it and make a mistake immediately.
This is interesting. Heaps going to DMT immediately, I'm guessing to peek the item on top of DC.
Yep, peeking this item. I like doing this because of the sheer number of times a bomb bag is here. That's... oh. Okay. And small chest in the wall, nothing on top of cavern. Is that better, chat? Or am I now too loud? Ooh. Gross.
Oh no.
Prescription.
Not this. Not like this.
Oh god. Yeah, trade quest. Ooh, a horse.
Time to go to GTG with nothing. Let's go. Sorry, chat. I'm Dominican. I'm very loud by nature.
Dominican. I am not Ken. It's just a song. Sorry, everyone. Okay, splits is reasonable. Magic.
Magic.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, so Sora already in Graveyard. Heaps not too far behind, but does use a slightly different tracker that requires a little more time to input information, and I think that's the time discrepancy we're seeing here. Entering in those medallions and the hints that he found.
And also the fact that he went to DMT to peek those items as well.
That's right. Yes, you're right. Alright, lullaby, meaning an extra song for us here at the start. Chat already excited about the potential for a stone shadow required. Still missing Nocturne, but we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, even without Nocturne, let's be honest, we all want Shadow to be present in this seed.
I enjoy Shadow a lot. Yeah, Nocturne is not on Oot. That is not possible in the settings that we have.
Same.
It was possible last season. And Requiem. Okay. Very little scary on Oot left. Just some child songs, really. Until hovers are on the volcano.
I like the way you think. Not gonna lie.
Sun Song on Ocarina of Time. Maybe. Maybe.
Oh no. No, please don't. I don't want to having to wait for time of day. That's just a feels bad every time.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't found any items yet that would make them want to walk out of Kakariko. Bomb bag, maybe a bow, hook shot. Some of the things that you might consider going up the mountain with.
I'm curious to see if any of the runners go to river after this, because this is something I've seen a lot of runners do.
Well, with a French vanilla hook shot,
this changes a little bit.
that changes things a little bit. You still technically can't stop Link the Goron to get the song, but you might rethink how you're going to route this forward. You might think about going child a little earlier, setting a scarecrow, taking advantage of that hook shot.
Or even going to forest as an adult, getting the song, and even starting forest, since it's a required medallion anyways.
Yes. I would definitely check Requiem song first before I start dipping into any dungeons that way. Especially since there's only 2 checks you can do in forest. The likelihood of one of them being a key very high because of how forest key layouts work. And yes, Top File pointing out, we don't really have a good way to get to Sacred Forest Meadow.
It'd be literally walking through field.
Yep. Alright, Heaps is going to be showing us what that song is. And Sora probably going to do what Heaps did, peek those couple of checks. Oh, don't die to
And
the
Heaps
levers.
peeking those early helped him a lot because Sora having to traverse Kakariko now.
Yep.
That looks small, I guess.
Yeah. Minuet? No, Nocturne.
Huh.
Alright,
Okay.
sure. Graveyard takes you out to Colossus. Colossus takes you back to Graveyard. Not terribly helpful. Okay, Burning Cack is Serenade. That is a mostly useless song. It is just convenient. We still don't have Prelude, so it would be the closest thing to getting child back to adult.
I think this probably means we're not seeing Adult Lake anytime soon.
Yeah, I would agree. And Heaps is gonna go child here. Not terribly surprising with what we've found, which is almost nothing. One thing I'll say has been very interesting in this first round of this tournament. How few runners push that adult Sacred Forest Meadow song in Adult 1.
Unless you have a really easy way to get to SFM, to Sacred Forest Meadow, it's just a lot of time waste. Because you're most likely going to get Minuet as a child if you don't have it.
Keeps double checking a couple of those paths. That is Baby Falco. Alright. So having Nocturne, Heaps is going to set up the mask sequence here. Unhinted, but I don't hate it.
We've seen races being won because of a runner just pushing randomly. Skull Mask.
Blind Skull Mask.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes me wonder, Heaps is not a chicken enjoyer, but having Nocturne, that makes me think he's actually gonna go do chickens.
He might also just have grabbed the mask just in case to avoid coming back to market and not really push it right now.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you're right, Top File. You're walking past anyway. Better to just grab it now since we don't know where our spawn is.
Yeah, he's gonna, at least right now, he's gonna go to Ranch.
Yep. Alfalfa with the stats. On average, you lose time starting the mask quest.
I mean, theoretically, we all lose time just doing checks.
Doing checks is slow. The perpetual meme. Just don't do checks. Hey, Skull Mask is dead.
There we go.
Thanks, game. Eating Chex is a bad idea unless it is covered in peanut butter, chocolate, and powdered sugar, also known as
What?
puppy
I need
chow.
to I need to try this now. Oh my god, I need to try this. That sounds amazing.
Midwestern delicacy, puppy chow. Anyone? Yeah, my Midwesterners.
I lived in the Midwest for 2 years and I did not know about this.
You lived in the bad part of the Midwest, clearly.
I mean, a year and a half of it was also during the pandemic, I guess. That didn't help.
Yeah, no one was making puppy chow during the pandemic, unfortunately. Ooh, free shield. We like that.
You never buy a shield. No, chat. Please always buy a shield.
Yeah,
You don't want to go to forest without a shield.
Please
Painful.
buy shields. I have gone to forest before, remembered that I don't have a shield, and walked right out. Like,
Fighting
no. Not doing
Phantom
it.
Ganon without a shield. Oh my god.
It's not Phantom Ganon I'm concerned about. Oh, Sunsong.
The Stalfos?
The Stalfos, absolutely. So Sunsong there in Ranch is kind of nice because it adds a little fun movement to the seed. It makes getting out of certain areas faster.
And opens up a check in Graveyard. And we know that even though it's very possible that the Graveyard path to Volvagia was probably that hookshot,
Probably.
you never know.
Or Requiem.
Or Requiem, yeah.
Alright, and we will see our child spawn here. Where do you think it is? I think vanilla.
I always say you falling down in river. Every time.
Oh, that's my favorite. It is the best spawn.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, that's
Okay.
great. That is a great spawn. Because we're probably not getting Serenade for a while. We do not know where Prelude is yet. That's almost alright for that. I wonder if Heaps is going to waste some time of day. Well, Sunsong, you don't even need to waste time of day. And go do Dompe digging in Graveyard.
I think it might.
30 dead.
I think he's gonna do Valley Lake though.
He has been favoring that in his practice seeds, but I am not sure. Sora also not caring much for whatever was in the silo. Piece of heart, Bloopy. Checking child spawn.
I mean, this is as convenient as it's gonna get to do Child Valley if you want.
That's true. Then you can go do fishing after, pick up your hint.
And start Scarecrow,
And
which
start
might come in
Scarecrow.
handy.
Let's see if Sora ends up doing the same.
Part of me doesn't want to, just because I want variety.
I want new information. Their time of
But no.
day is almost synced entirely. Alright, let's go. Yeah, exactly. You can abuse Sung warps in so many interesting ways. I think Heap should have decent time of day to go do Scarecrow and adult fishing during day, be able to play Sung turn at night. Oh no. The chicken.
Okay. I was concerned.
I know, I was like, why aren't you grabbing it?
No, he was like staring at the chicken.
Yeah. It's like, what do I do with this chicken? You don't eat this chicken, chat. It is the best chicken in the game.
Yeah, the close second would be the one in River that you used to get to the grotto.
Yep. Was that Zora's scale? Alright, so Goron City Pot is gonna give us a scale. It's nice. Scales are great.
Especially when Jabu them out.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Ooh,
if and
Sora!
with that spawn. No,
Sora,
no.
no!
Oh, okay. We're good, chat. We're good.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
Don't panic.
I am sure Zora would have done just fine getting the recoil. It's just very annoying to set up and time as a time sink. Oh, alright. At least Heaps is not going to invest any more time in the mask quest, seeing that hint. Alright, let's find out if that scale is going to be hard required. What's on this spot? And just some money.
Lots of money to go down the drain, literally.
Emo trolling in chat. There is no master quest in this emo, and you know that.
I'm gonna say all of them just like alfalfa.
It is all master quest in that this is the quest and we are the masters of it.
Correct. I like the way you think. Exactly.
Anyone who might be unfamiliar, Master Quest is a harder version of this game.
So if you want a little more challenge.
So if you really want it to be all dungeons for Song of Time, play Master Quest.
Yeah. Just remember, if you're playing Master Quest, you need Song of Time, Dins, and Fire Arrows every time.
Plenty of Master Quest in Random Settings League. $5. Where are the items? Do chickens. I'm convinced they are a bomb bag or something right now. Alright, so these two neck and neck on progression. Heaps is making it night. If you remember Dompe the Gravedigger, he comes out at night and lets you play a game, but only for a certain amount of time.
I believe it's like 22 seconds.
Yeah,
after...
that sounds right.
It's like 20,
Crater.
22. That's
Crater
an
to
interesting
Phantom
one.
Ganon. Why are we saying sorry to me, Rich? What happened? Oh,
Just in
I am
advance,
guessing. No,
in case something happens.
I know. No, that means the Minnesota Vikings lost their game.
Oh.
I got
I'm
there.
sorry? Question mark.
Oh, big
Ooh.
chest. Big chest. I can only imagine that is why someone would, without context, be saying sorry, Mel.
Well, that's an item.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's Path to Volvagia.
It is indeed.
Gonna go ahead.
Kind of required.
Go ahead, guess that.
Oh,
Oh! Alright, worth.
that is convenient.
That's really good for Heaps. Sora is not likely to put that off for very long. But honestly, it's hard to tell sometimes what you end up prioritizing. If a path is fulfilled, like it will be when Sora gets Hammer, he might not invest the time into Dompe digging, but it seems unlikely.
For a second, I thought Heaps had gone in to play Song and do chickens.
I mean, you get the skulls here first, and then you do that.
Yeah.
Because once you get this chicken up here, it's really easy to Sun Song, grab your 4. It is 4 in these settings.
One of the changes between Season 5 and Season 6.
Yep.
It
And
still
yeah.
sucks as a check, though.
Right. Alfalfa explaining setting a spawn point for Suns. So Suns, as you will see, is a minor teleportation device. And will take you back to the last doorway, entryway you came through. And that is a very convenient spot.
So what do we want chickens to have?
I want a bomb bag. Or Dins. Dins on chickens is my favorite meme. There is nothing in Kokiri Forest. Sora is picking up these small chests because we don't have any explosives yet, and bomb chews are still in small chests.
Can I request for next season to have chests that say these are bomb chews?
I wanted to like just be textures so you get a nice like little chew picture on there.
Hand drawn by me, just so you know, it's very bad.
Well, it can't be color only is the thing. Crater to Phantom Ganon, copy of that hint. No, chest size and texture matches contents in these settings. So that means items and boss keys, major items and boss keys are going to be in big chests. Boss keys will have the traditional texture. Item ones will be gilded. You'll see a cute little Triforce on them. Alright, and that is Sunken Silver Rupees, GTG, Toilet is Dead, and there are bomb chews.
And this is really good. Because, like, now Sora can do these checks.
Tawfile also telling me, sorry, Mel. It's alright, Tawfile. I was prepared. Tawfile, an actual Giants fan. Hi, Axel.
I think for peer pressure, I must say I am so sorry, Mel. Just for peer pressure.
Yeah, right. It's alright, everyone. I expected this. Alright, Sora is doing Child Lost Woods. Picked up those chews. I'm not sure quite how many.
10.
10. Alright.
You can work with those?
Yeah, 10's pretty good. Oh, Alfalfa, I feel that. Being Minnesotan, that is a trait that we share with Canada. Aside from some of our unfortunate accent.
I am not biased at all, but I'm gonna say accents are good. They're fun. But I'm not totally biased by it.
Totally not biased. Minnesota accent is what they teach news broadcasters in the United States.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. It is the most understood across the country. Except for Bag. Thanks, Rich.
You learn something new every day.
Oh, Song of Time. Alright. Slowly dwindling are the really scary all dungeon songs. Frogs in a Storm is nothing.
There's still the one that is probably the most scary, though.
Storm.
Which is Storms.
Yeah, but we already know Frogs in the Rain is dead. Storms for DMT Path is gross. Alright, there's our copy of the toilet hint. Wow, both of those hints just chilling here. Sounds good. Those hints are bad. Alright.
Sacred Forest Meadow tried with the hints.
It tried. Not very hard.
No.
There could be a bow behind Storms. We would need long shot available, but we already have one hook. So again, anyone who might be new, feel free to ask questions. We'll do our best to explain. I will try to remember things along the way. So like when we say AD or all dungeons, what we are referring to are the stone dungeons. Today that's Shadow, Deku, and Dodongo's Cavern. Normally you are only required to do the medallion dungeons. But if there's a song where you would, you know, get Song of Time in the vanilla game, Well, you're gonna have to do the stones too.
We predict based on what we've seen so far in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more likely.
It's a little more likely. Yeah, Crater Path to Phantom Ganon is likely to be the song Minuet or Sarias. But Forest is also the light medallion which locks no songs or items. Did Sora save before coming into Goron City?
I think, I could be wrong, but I think Sora saved before using the first chew in Sacred Forest Meadow for Wolfos.
Okay, which was after getting the song?
Yes.
Alright. So, oh, that chest looks big. Is this our path?
It is.
Strength could very well be path. Yeah. So, Sora is going to be doing what we call scumming these chews. You saw him just save there after that. That means the chews that he's already used, unfortunately, are gone. But it nets him the strength that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
These other 5, we'll see.
I would at least, well, never mind. I was gonna say, I would at least get that scale.
I would
Just
have
for
gotten the scale
convenience?
first too. Yep. So the
Oh.
thing about 5 chews. Ew, no. We don't want that. Spirit
Ooh,
Temple,
that's...
Path to Morpha. Interesting. Okay. Oh,
No!
alright.
F's in
F's-
chat.
F's in chat, not for our team, but for Sora. I don't know
I mean-
why Gold Skulltulas do that much damage, but they shouldn't.
I mean, we could also just steal the thunder from the death and just say it was for our team too.
It was for our team.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah.
Sora still has the lens.
Yeah, Sora had to save and resume, unfortunately. Which could... Okay, there we go. Spirit is probably not longshot locked. However, Spirit having longshot, we have already seen that once this weekend. It could happen again. $5. Oh, I missed a hint or a question. I'm so sorry.
And based on the fact that Sora still has 5 chews, Sora does not have the lens.
Yep. That would be correct.
So he didn't save when he died and then just reset
continue.
it. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that spawn coming in handy here, Sora's just gonna take the owl back. Farore's Wind in the Wasteland. I would say if you're required to cross and you have fire,
Yeah,
I'd pick
you
that
probably
up.
get it.
It's not that much of a time sink, especially if you might still be getting... Alright, Heap's not opting to get that scale either. Immediately, anyway. Which is unfortunate, again, because they have such limited explosives. Not doing these in a certain order loses you access to a certain number of explosives.
And with the fact that their spawn is basically lake as a child, and they can like go to domain, go to river without using any of those explosives.
Right. None of which is in logic. We don't have bombs. Oh, fire arrows. We can't use those yet. Alright, so lens is hard required as far as the game is concerned. As far as we're concerned, it's hard required only for lens minigame.
That is correct.
The game hard requires it also for crossing the wasteland. We don't care about that very much. except that you can get bait paths.
Based on the odds of getting 1 in 32 correct, most runners don't opt to go for 1 in 32.
Most.
Although we've seen
We've seen
runners
people get it.
we've seen runners win by a significant margin because of 1 in 32. We also saw, I believe it was season 3 or 4, we saw 2 runners doing 1 in 32 next to each other, and that decided the match.
Oh.
Well, this is interesting.
Well, we need that. And we had a hint to Baronade that was not that. It's not
Oh,
field.
I missed it. Was it field? Oh no, the boomerang. Then they didn't get a hint. Field back to Baronade, did they?
Correct.
Okay.
DMT. Ooh. All right. Well, we found a strength. That doesn't mean a lot to us right now. Okay. I kind of like this. So the hammer that we found actually puts that boomerang in logic, even without bombs. So Heaps is opting to do Child Spirit right now. Which Spirit is another path to Morpha. And Sora did do... No, not the shield. It's too early. Heaps not using his nuts. Unfortunately.
He tried.
Yeah.
It was just tight.
Yep.
Ooh, another big one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, game. Alright, there is
It's unfortunate that he got it right after doing
I know.
Child Lost Woods.
So, like... and okay. So 2 small keys on child side does not necessarily mean that this is hard required, but it's very likely. I won't be talking about spirit key logic more than that currently, until we start getting bait paths to it.
Yeah, all you need to know right now, Chad, is that there are 5 small keys in Spirit.
Mm-hmm. And we have
That's
2
enough.
of them.
That's enough for now.
Alright, Sora is taking that hammer and that strength into Dodongo's cavern. This could very well have our first bomb bag. Oh. We're gonna climb a bit.
I kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be out of logic because you need a bomb back, logically, to do this, but I kind of like this.
I don't think it is, actually, because we have a ranged item for both ages, but no strength 2.
Yeah,
Right.
I believe you're right if the strength 2 is available. Which it very well could be. We just don't know.
Heaps does, I think, know that there is a big chest. Ooh, a stick upgrade! These are the things that excite me. The stick and the nut upgrades. Because it's one less thing I have to think about.
Hey, resource management with chest size matches content and textures is really hard. Not gonna lie.
This is a very interesting setup. I have not yet seen that strength setup for this.
Is this faster though? Not sure.
I don't know, but you saw Sora kind of cheese what the game wanted by carrying a couple bombs around.
It doesn't look faster, yeah, baseball.
It does not look faster.
Somebody asked where the strength was. The strength was in DMT1. I don't know if somebody answered that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is in logic with that hammer.
Yes. Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That could be big. This is way out of logic. It's very unlikely that that is our first bow. Alright, you just saw Heaps show off a little technique called flame storage. Just kind of put the stick away while it's still on fire in a way that as long as the original torch is still loaded in the game, you get some free fire.
And it basically avoids you doing the entirety of the puzzle in this room.
Yep.
Which is very nice.
Yeah, collecting these rupees is slow, and unfortunately something has usually gone very wrong if you're doing it. Ooh, half a heart in here? You're fine. I imagine Heaps will not be fighting the Iron Knuckle. Alright, big chest here. Ew.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's required.
Yep, so that is Jabu available, and that is going to be behind that strength, I believe. So, Jabu first bombs? No. We don't have a
Could be.
scale yet. That's not bomb locked.
That is correct. Yeah, you need
Yeah.
a bomb back to do Boron Pod logically. So.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that does mean that there's either another scale that's available out there outside of Goron City Pot, because that is bomb locked. But yeah, that strength somehow locks our bombs then, I think. Strength pot is not in logic.
There's very good setups to do them without bombs. The easiest one with bomb shoes and Zora and Lullaby. You can also do it with strength, but no, it's in logic only with a bomb bag and Xeon.
Yep. Yeah, Graveyard is the path to Volvagia, Alfalfa. But Trail was the path to Barony. Richard does have fire arrows. And we do have magic. But we don't yet have a bow. Though with that strength, I guess I don't know. Is dropping the staircase in Dodongo's with a bow in logic?
It is not. It is a trick that you can enable, but in these settings, it is
but
not.
in these, it's not. Okay. Heaps does have a bow, but it is out of logic. It's not free. Not available right now.
I'm gonna try to not get this wrong, but he needs fire source and a bump back for that to be in logic as a child. If I'm not pushing the Armos block is not logical. It's also not recommended, and there's a reason why we call it bow crap.
And it would be even more bow locked if that were the case. Because you use a bow.
It is riveting content.
It is riveting content. I agree. I agree. So there's a staircase. You watched Heaps walk up it to get flames the first time he was spawning that chest. You can push the Armos there all the way up that staircase and then shoot arrows down at the two torches.
Very slowly.
It's very slow.
You push it very slowly.
And if you find yourself doing that in a 1v1 race like this, I would say most runners don't feel very good about it.
I think it's because Requiem is on OT and you don't have a fire source, most likely.
No, we just call that shenanigans, Axel. All right. It's like Sora. Why are there so many Gwei in Lon Lon Ranch at night? It's very annoying.
They're your friends. No, they're not. But they're your friends.
No, they're not. Birds are not friends. At best, they are government drones. At worst, they are living dinosaurs out to eat you.
I love how these are my only two options.
Keeps is gonna find those fire arrows here. I do love the chicken check. No, I will not be going. Yes, exactly. Sin City gets it. If you've ever seen Jurassic Park 3, you will understand. You can't trust birds. Alright, Sora opted to come back with that hammer to get that lens. Makes sense.
I mean, Len's minigame could have a required item, for all we know. And for all he knows,
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm. Could very well. Alright. Sora gonna give us a look at what all is in Crater, which is a path location.
It is most likely Sarius or Minuet, but you never know.
Oh, what was that up there? Hovers? What's that?
It looked yellow.
Help! Choose. Okay.
Choose? Okay.
I was like,
Hey,
there's...
it's VC. We gotta pass.
I know. I was like, there's no way that's actually hovers. Absolutely no way. I wasn't able to see what that was. Minuet path. Wowie.
That never happens.
Never. Look, I'm not saying that logical access to forests isn't like an important thing, but delete it.
I mean, there are more important things. That's all I'm gonna say.
There are so many more important things. But, I mean, we did see a relatively free hook, a relatively free strength that was already hinted on a path, at least. Both of which have been in path locations. The bow also in a path location, so I'm not super mad about getting Minuet path. And it saves us a lot of time hiking. $5 on 10 skulls.
Especially because neither of our runners has gone to Sacred Forest Meadow as an adult, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, Nope. I didn't see that. That's not real. That hint was not real, and it can't hurt us.
So let's just ignore it for now.
Alright.
Chat's
Chat's gonna
Vanity.
acknowledge it, so I guess we'll acknowledge the 40 skull strength.
There was a hint that we did not like. That was red. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that hint is bad. Uh, 40 is not gonna be in logic quite yet. Between the boomerang and the hook shot, it's real close though.
It might be, actually.
Maybe
With
it
Brutus
is.
letter?
Oh,
Also?
that's right. We
it
do
might
have
be.
letter, but we don't have a way to turn in letter.
You're right. Okay, maybe not. but it's very close.
Yeah. We need a bomb bag endings or another bow to put that bow in. Yes, thank you. True. All of these checks that are bloopies. At least it's in tens, baseball. At least it's in tens.
Let's just say I've tracked things where it's not.
It's not in tens.
In 10 increments. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Alright, and hey, Bolero. Bolero locked behind that minuet. That's so kind of you. So kind.
Not like you were just there.
Alright, so Heaps probably gonna pick up that strength. I think in Heaps' case, you might just go do Forest here. You go to Crater, figure out what it is. It's gonna be Minuet taken there real fast. I mean, to be totally honest, a vanilla bow is possible here.
Yeah, all you need is 3 keys in the front, correct? I think it's 3 keys.
Think so?
For a vanilla bow.
I need someone else to answer that. I just know that we have access to everything that would normally give us access to vanilla bow chest. So the odds of us getting whatever we need key-wise pretty high.
But Mel, I'm the one who retired from this game.
Okay, well I never started, so
You were the chosen one.
I
You were
was
the mastermind who figured out how to do it. Okay. I bow to you. I think we're
yeah,
I hope
that's very
not.
likely Kirby.
I hope not, but I think we're getting double forest.
I mean, I like Forest. I don't particularly enjoy Double Forest because, like you, I would love to get a better handle on, alright, what's happening in the entirety of this seed, but we also like the runners staying close. Oh, Sora, please don't
Okay.
die.
We're good.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Forest is probably the most dense location that is nice, I guess, because they could also go to, I don't know, GTG, but for Sora without a bow, that's kind of Monka-esque.
Yeah, I mean,
and going back there,
yeah,
it's not the worst, but it's also not the fastest thing.
Yep. Yeah. So when I was talking about all of the things that you need to reach Vanilla Bow Chest, Song of Time. We do have an out of logic way to get into the courtyard area here. Alright. Fun song. We're teleporting a little. Alright. Pretty sure that was nothing. Ooh. Shoot. I thought that was gonna work for Sora.
I thought it was gonna work.
So my favorite thing to do here, if I already have hammer equipped anyway, is to just knock all of those things off the wall. Bam. Bye. Get out.
I will say I do that too. And that is why you don't see us racing here.
That's
and you
why
see
you
these
don't-
two wonderful runners.
And we're just like, whatever stops me from having to deal with these things. Yeet. Alright.
Okay, it is choose. Chad was right. Okay.
Okay.
Chad is always right.
Yeah, Chad's much better at seeing things than I am. Alright, 12 skulls for Sora. And not going to be climbing any higher. I would guess with a Requiem play here, this is a reversing to GTG.
Yep, that looks correct. And to be fair, this is something I forgot when I was talking about GTG. Sora has the means of getting that Forest Wind, and leaving Forest Wind in GTG makes it not a bad thing to go now.
Sora doesn't have a bow to go.
Oh yeah,
Those fire.
you're right. Ah,
Yeah.
Sora, go child, go climb spirit. This is your subconscious talking. I hope you hear this 20 minutes in the past.
So another thing, this is actually on a 20-minute delay, so oh no, Heaps, please.
Hardest enemy in the game.
Ah, no, the levers are the worst. These aren't pleasant though. The likes are my least favorite thing, but the levers are worse.
Levers are... I mean, it's a head-to-head between levers and ice keys.
Fair, fair.
And
they
I don't
both
know who
have...
wins.
Sorry, what?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, they both have the 40 hit.
Oh, Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam is nice. He's our friend. He just says hello every time you want to go to the top of the lab.
Oh, you're right. Heaps does not have the 40 hit. Wow.
You heard me.
Split. You projected 20 minutes into the past.
I am a wizard. I'm
And-
still waiting for my Hogwarts letter, though.
Possibly setting time of day for Dampe, which is going to be really good for Sora because, like, lights are not required until the very end of play, but it feels real bad to miss out on them. Go get the hint and find out.
Yeah, that would made him lose a couple of minutes just because he has to go child.
Yeah, depends on if we
get
ever
it.
pick up Prelude. Alright, Sora demonstrating what one should do if they are going into Child Spirit and in danger of being caught on fire. Equipping the Hylian Shield. That cannot burn. Are seeing a fire play from Heaps rather than Forest.
I don't hate it, but I would hate for him to fight Volvagia with no bombs.
Yeah.
It's because it'll be really slow.
It'll be so slow. I don't hate this because he obviously does not know that Bolero is just hanging out in Adult Sacred Forest Meadow. And that is probably why he is doing this, because he can clear it here. So, oh, 5 hearts. Nice. Yeah, Alfalfa.
Oh, Pierre. Pierre never hurts anybody.
Pierre
Right?
would never be boss key when our runners come in here.
Says no OoTR runner ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Even then, I don't know that it, like, super backfires. Because that would generally mean that you're able to open the shortcut. We know he's gonna pick up Bolero. So as far as he's concerned, this could backfire. As far as we're concerned, like, I don't know that it's that big a backfire. Yeah, Heaps wears a white tunic to match a white doctor coat.
For
That's
everything.
his name. For everything. They are all white. You just have to remember what order the tunics are in.
And that has never bit him in the ass. Never.
Never. Never. Hey, Hydrophobic Walrus, welcome in. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. 33 months, let's go. Oh, what do you need, Axel? What do you need? We're not doctors, but we'll try not to ignore you. All right.
Worst case scenario, we'll just print, take a screenshot and show it to Heaps at the end.
Please don't actually ask for any medical advice. We won't do it.
Or maybe there's another doctor in chat.
Keeps doing
Definitely
a
not us,
really... Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Go. Keeps doing a really nice glitchless jump there. So that block logically requires a strength, which Heaps has, but pushing the block is really slow.
And most runners usually just ground jump with a bomb back, but since they don't have a bomb back as of right now.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a big key.
Yep, there's gonna be our boss key there. We have 1 key. Will we get a second? Will we be bow locked? We'll get the key regardless. Unless. Alright, here's gonna be that bow for Sora.
Let's
Sorry.
go. No, you're good. Thank you for listening to me, Sora. That was impressive.
Alright. Well, it's good Heaps came in here with a bow. We will need that to get a small key here. Let's hope Heaps does not fall. Alright, Sora also going to be picking up the Spirit Boss key here.
Heaps, you need a key.
Heaps, you gotta go do that. Gotta go in there, yep. Sora pulling the block. Gonna actually...
I'm guessing he didn't peek the hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if it's a key, all that tells us is Spirit would be logically long shot locked, but it looked small when Heaps peeked it, so we'll see if that's true.
Axel, it's like you know Heaps. He would definitely do that. No, he wouldn't in a race. He would definitely not do that in a race.
No, definitely not. Oh, this room without hovers is bad. Don't like it. I can't believe they wanted you to do this room without hover in the vanilla. Hey, what the hell's happened? Welcome in. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. 21 months total. Very nice. Very nice. Yo, Pog.
He released the Goron and then reset it. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Hey, we are close to a hype train. I like that. I always like getting a hype train. Right in time for the happy 1 hour mark.
And you know what that means, Team F.
Yep, Team F. Get your Fs in chat. Please remember to give our runners DocHeaps and Sora a follow. Their links are there in chat.
This restream wouldn't be possible without them. They are showing us how this game is supposed to be played, not the way we do it.
Absolutely. Our trackers, Mad Monk Adam, and Baseball. This isn't Baseball. Their links also in chat. Give them a follow. Baseball pulling double duty as our restreamer. Our race monitor today is Scooby, I believe. I don't think I've seen him in chat in a while, but thank you as well. And Splits. Thanks for being on comms with me. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all week.
Thank you for like making this idea of last weekend. Because like I was like, yes, I would definitely do comms with Milkweed.
Oh, hi, Scooby.
Scooby was like, was I summoned?
Yeah, I'm invisible. It is honestly way too early to say who's ahead. Heaps has a slight progression advantage right now because he got a bow earlier. So he'll be finishing up fire here and going directly into a full clearable medallion forest as well. But Sora is continuing to do checks, has that bow now, and won't be too far behind. And there might be a strength on 40 skulls. So, well, there is a strength on 40 skulls, but it might be required. Yes,
I believe that. Yeah, go. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I believe I don't remember how many skulls Sora has, but I'm gonna go with they have more than Heaps.
Yeah, I would think 16 sounds right.
16, okay. And then go ahead with the Rudo's letter, because that's also what I was gonna say.
Oh, yes. So we do have a path to Baronade and Trail that was a strength. Unfortunately, that's pretty ambiguous as far as where that could be. Rudo's letter was at the end of the bridge into Dongo's Cavern, which is only locked behind a strength and the hammer that we have. So I think we just have some really deep bombs.
That never happens in this game.
Never. I would also say deep bomb logic is kind of tricky. Yeah. Heaps did not show off what we usually see runners doing in these races because he didn't have the explosives to pull it off. We will likely see it. I think you're right, Alfalfa, that it was just a small chest, no keys behind Volvagia, but Volvagia had to be a key. Well, Pierre could have been. You're right. You're right. First logical bomb bag in deep fire is nasty.
Yeah, I don't support this.
Yeah. Hello, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Luxurious Lady. Welcome in. We've got Ocarina of Time Randomizer going here. Yes, Bo is currently out of logic. Race is alright. We still don't have any, like, proper explosives. Alright, Heaps is going through the rest of Crater. It looks like should be getting that 40 hint.
Will he? How many chews does he have? Oh, was it the grotto?
He has a hammer. Yeah.
Was it the grotto? Okay. I thought it was the wall.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was in the grotto.
Oh, okay. Then he's getting it. Oh, baseball. When you see 40 skulls, you get them really fast.
Yeah. Yep. Right. Just a Deku shield up there. Currently we don't think that 40 Skull Strength is behind the first, but I do believe we are missing some kind of item to push us over 40. I think we're in the, like, high 30s right now. A hook shot and a boomerang, pretty close.
Did I read that correctly?
What?
The hint that Sora just got, was that Din's fire and diving in the lab?
Sure, Din's on lab dive. Well, conveniently for us, Shadow is a stone, and as far as we know, we don't need it. Both of those hints are in river.
Thank you. Thank you, game.
Thanks, game. You're so kind. Yeah, there is a scale in Goron Pot, which both runners opted to not get. And he looks to be going into DC, but this could just be for the skull. Stone DC is a hard call to make when you've got an entire medallion forest ahead of you. But it looks like
I think it made it easy. The 40 skulls hint made it easy, like an easy decision for him, because this is a place where he can get a couple skulls kind of fast.
Yeah. It is right here, but we also know that this is a play he has to make, and it's going to be very good for him to have both Boomerang and Letter going into Next Child segment. But you also have Minuet, and so Forest is actually right there.
What I think he's gonna do is, well, I thought he was gonna get more skulls here, but he's going to finish DC, and then just play Minuet right afterwards. I thought he was gonna do 20 skulls too.
I don't think he has
so.
the choose to do DC.
Well, he doesn't need to finish it.
Yeah.
He just needs to do up until the bridge, which he can do with no choose.
Where is the mweep coming from? I'm sorry, I don't keep the game audio up because I find it hard to hear my co-coms when I do, but I am guessing Navi is mweep for one of these runners.
That sounds about right. Which I'll be... Well, I think it's better than, hey, listen, hey,
listen,
hey,
hey, hey, hey. Did you know you can climb these vines? Did you know lava's hot? Yeah, that's a great torches strat. Oh, oh. But yeah, Heaps is going to have an easy 5 skulls in Forest. I don't know if you go for the final one in Jabu, but 3 easy ones to pick up in Jabu. Sora, same. You can put off that strength for a while, I think, while you're going through progression.
Yeah, by the time they finish the dungeons that they can do, they'll be either very close to 40 or at 40.
Yeah, I just don't think you need to grind it so hard when you've got so many dungeons available. Alright. Hitting that switch. Gonna be picking up Letter here, and Domain is a bust currently. Sora playing Bolero. Must have bugs? Bugs? Doesn't... Oh, planting a bean. Interesting.
Oh, because of the choose.
Because of the choose.
Ooh, I like this play.
Yep, yep.
I forgot about those choose, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, you don't usually think about
pack.
them. You're right. When you're thinking about getting choose, something that's kind of that far out of the way, you're not really considering picking up, but when you're in a situation like this where we really think that, you know, our bombs are probably pretty late. And yes, Boomerang was in Remote Grotto in South Fields. Sora is not doing that quite yet.
I'm guessing Sora... Oh, sorry.
Nope. Go ahead.
I'm guessing Zora's gonna get that, if he decides to get on opponents and go to GTG the normal way instead of, doing Naked Wasteland.
Yeah. Yep. And it kind of looks like we might be seeing Len's minigame from Sora, so get your guesses in chat. What I'm asking
Team
for
left.
is a combination of 5 lefts and rights. Well, if you're going team left, I'll go team right. Normally I would shake it up more, but it doesn't feel fair to do that.
Team F is ganging up against me. Both Adam and Mel said team right. Yes! I'm still alive.
Right. Team right in shambles.
And I'm out.
Alright, so we've got left, right, left. Right? Oh, or all alternating, maybe?
Yeah, we're marching apparently.
Oh,
Never
right.
mind.
So, LR, LRR.
Since nobody said they won,
No one.
nobody won.
No
Nobody
one,
wins.
Just a deck of shield. Oh, we had a couple of really close ones. No winners today.
But because we can do whatever we want, congratulations, Sora! You got it right!
You did it! You cheated the system. Oh, wait. Wait, someone won? Jackal? Jackal? LRR. Let's go! Congrats,
You just won
Jackal
bracket
Anubis.
rights. Until the next brackets match.
GG's. Very hard to do. Hey, Jason, welcome in. Thanks for the tier 1 subscription.
Well, hello, Jarson. It's been a while.
Jarson?
Yeah, just call him Jars on.
Jarvis?
No, so we were playing in A Link to the Past multi-world, and you have to input your file name in
Yes.
groups of 4. So he just mistyped his name to Jars on. So we just call him that from now on.
12 Angry Birds. I don't believe so. It'd be pretty hard to have... Wait, first bomb bag on 50 is possible? Gross.
I've seen it, yes, it is possible.
I hate it. I have seen first bows, first hooks. That's disgusting.
But don't jinx it, because the randomizer, well, the bot will hear you, and he will make that happen. It is a sentient bot, and
The
nobody
bot-
can prove
yeah.
prove me otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so these runners at almost the exact same place in Forest here. So sorry everyone, double Forest is happening, and it's going to be for the entire time.
At least we're getting new checks, I guess.
Yes.
One of
new
them
checks.
is giving us new things.
Yep. I mean, it's very possible that our first bomb bag could be in here too.
It is, yes.
The bot doesn't need ideas.
No, it's doing very well on its own.
Alright, the key there. Interesting. So let's talk a little bit about this. There's an out of logic recoil that you can do to get the Floor Master gear. Revolver Turtle Rang was in South Field in the remote grotto. Oh no, Sora.
Ooh, very close. Very close, but I think the angle was slightly more to the left that he wanted.
Wait, did Heaps already do?
He didn't. I'm guessing he's just gonna jump down like the normal.
Yeah. Yep. There's a strength on 40. Is there 40 skulls available without that strength? I don't know. I have never properly...
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say I think it's close, but I don't think we're there yet without a bomb back or an illogic bow.
Or a bottle.
Or a bottle. Yes.
We don't have a bottle that we can empty. Oh. Hey.
Oh. Okay, this changes things a little.
Alright. Interesting.
So this helps Heaps a little bit more because he was lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
In the skulls department in comparison to Sora.
Yeah. Until
unless strength 3.
Yeah. But I don't think you're pushing those skulls. I would say collect the ones that are easy to collect from there on out.
Ones that are like next to you.
But
what I like to call passively collected skulls.
Yep. Just passively. Like, again, the ones in Jabu, they are 3 that don't suck. They suck a little because boomerang is the worst thing in this game. Well, worst in your arsenal of tools. Anyway.
It's very high up on that list. Not gonna lie.
It's just so bad.
I don't know if it's the top of the list, but it's up there.
It just takes forever, and the aim is actually really trash. Path to Baronade has to be strength 1, because we know where boomerang is. Yeah, I would agree, Top File, that strength is also the one we just found in Forest is also strength locked. Yeet Fairy maybe later.
There is one way that strength is not strength locked, but that would mean hovers hovers are available somewhere.
Yeah,
basically.
and we haven't seen that yet. Burning Cack is Serenade, which is mostly useless. Is that strength and 4 is bow locked right now, since bow isn't in logic? There was a key that you needed to climb behind the bow.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so I do believe it's bow locked. Yeah, that strength locks other strengths and bomb bags. So Chris Bombig and Deep Fire intensifies.
No. Please, game, if it's there, just change it. Please.
Just move it.
We won't say anything.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Storms would have a really tough time locking anything that wasn't Mirror Shield, maybe? Because we already know where the Jabu Kid is. We just don't know where Bombs is. But we don't care.
I gotta say, it could also lock the long shot. But I think that's it. I think it's one of those two things, if any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Suppose we don't know where irons are yet. But one of those items is likely to be in spirit. The bow, I mean, bow could be path. But I'm pretty sure that strength 2 we have is bow locked and we don't have one of the other items to get us to 40 skulls.
We also do have a fully clearable GTG right now. Out of logic, yes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for some checks.
Yeah. I think Heaps would go Jabu first.
Yes, you definitely do require dungeons ahead of possible maybes.
Yeah, Saria's on Prelude could be very likely. Small chest here. Heaps really hoping for some shoes, not getting them. I would not be surprised at this point to see Heaps do the same thing Sora did and plant beans to go pick up those shoes. Sora's gonna have a much faster Volvagia fight. Unless it's the 5-pack, in which case we cry. So yes and no, Revolver. We do not have a field path to Baronade. And that means it's always possible that a runner is gonna miss one of those checks. It's called Remote Grotto for a reason, and that's because it's not particularly appealing to get to. But with a hammer and a horse, it's more likely than not that Sora does field cleanup when he eventually goes to Gerudo Training Grounds.
The only reason why I'm gonna say no for Sora is because I don't think necessarily that Sora is gonna reverse to GTG whenever he decides to do it. Just because he doesn't have hovers. And I think he's going to get Scarecrow before Fortress just in case the rooftop has any.
Yeah.
And if he does Adult Lake before GTG, he would like walk out, and at that point on opponents, you definitely do feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah. Yeah, still no Ocarina of Time hint, but we will be seeing the Deku Tree hints after Forest here, hopefully. 2 potential places that can be. And thank you for the tier 1 subscription, 12 Angry Birds.
I love your name, by the way.
And yes, everyone can start waking up. Double Forest is coming to a close.
Yeah, we've done our best to like fill up the air in Forest. It's been hard.
Yeah, like even an item here would have been interesting beyond the strength too.
I mean, it's the basement. The basement always has something.
Yeah, the basement can only be an item or a boss key. Have we seen boss key?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember.
Okay.
We have.
Alright. And Heaps, as expected, not picking up that skull. He's like, nah, I'm done here. Oh, well thanks for joining us, Shadow Lion.
And now I'm envious. Thank you,
Sora, less convinced. Continuing to collect those kind of easy ones, and that was a heart container. What? Sora, why are you mad?
I think it's the opposite. I think he was very happy.
Oh.
So it's like, yes, the one I decided to open.
I mean, of course you want more chews, but the odds of any given chest having one of your chew packs is so low, you can't get mad at a specific chest.
And Sora does have chews.
Yeah, Sora's
because
well,
he picked up that
yeah.
pack that we still don't know how many he has.
Did he pick those up yet?
Well, he will.
Yeah,
he hasn't, but
he will. Yeah, Heaps has both tunics, I believe.
He has, and they're all white.
And they are all white. Thanks, Heaps. It's not helpful. Bomb bag? Bomb bag?
Bomb bag. Bomb
Maybe?
bag.
Bomb bag? Bomb bag!
Oh my god, you called
it! Let's go! Alright, well, Sora's gonna have a much easier time with Volvagia. That's great. That's not in logic yet. Sorry. That's
But I am pretty sure our runners don't give two fucks about that. I'm sure they're just happy that they have explosive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if your first bow is actually on 20 skulls, for example, like, that makes total sense for that to be our first bomb bag.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what we got here? So we had a copy of the 40 hint. Breathing down Heaps' neck. What? Is it Storms?
It is Storms! Ooh!
Oh.
Ocarina of Time teaches Song of Storms, guys. I was expecting it. Not gonna
Thanks, game. I hate it.
So we still don't have access to it. Because
Keeps buying a new shield. I was wondering why he was walking out of here. Makes sense.
the Walk of Shame.
Yep, buying
The
sticks.
2023 edition.
Buying sticks, a very interesting decision. Perhaps some recency bias.
Yeah, this is a job.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a Jabu play from Heaps.
And right about now, he's like, I should have caught that scale.
I should have picked up that scale. Womp womp.
But he hasn't done River, so him walking
Yeah.
through there, it's not the worst either.
Yeah.
Of course, we know he's not going to get anything, but he doesn't know that.
Well, he's going to get information about where Din's is in case we need storms.
You're right, because both hints were there.
Alright, yes. I know I brought it up, but let's remember, we won't say more about running out of sticks. Alright, Heaps, where are we going? I think this is the fastest way to just get to River, so we'll just see him backwalk here. Sora, not having that Goron tunic is going to be rough here. 5 hearts gets you 40 seconds.
Well, with the bomb bag, he should be fine.
Yep, with a bomb bag and a fairy. It's fine. Fine.
And of course, these are very good runners that have done this probably with less equipment than this at some point and succeed.
Yeah, less equipment. 5 hearts is still usually what I hear as like, alright, that's
the minimum. Yeah.
Comfy is the word I think Jax likes to use.
I've seen it in 4, but I've also seen a lot of top runners having to reset at 4 hearts.
Yep.
Because it has to be flawless, and if Volvagia decides to
a
troll hole you,
yeah.
you're
But as long
screwed,
as you have a
almost.
fairy, you're okay. So you will see one of the more normal strats. Heaps didn't have explosives. Oh, he's real mad. He's so mad about that shield. He's so mad about that shield. We can actually see the entirety of the runner's layouts, and Heaps plays with a camera.
He
He's
was not
mad.
happy about
He
that
was
shield.
not happy.
So
Yeah,
12 Angry
12
Birds, I would say every runner in the top 64 is really impressive, especially this year because it was very much harder to make it to top 64 this year in comparison to other years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of why I started this with. I don't really believe there are any upsets here because any amount of like standard deviation because of how a seed goes, I just don't think you're gonna see excellent play from anyone in top 64. And frankly, in the next 64 playing in Challenge Cup, I just think the bar is so high. I don't remember what the exact point difference was between them,
But it was very tight.
but it was tight. And Dins is on Lab Dive. I imagine the runners would end up doing 40 skulls before AD, personally, but we'll see. Oh, the chicken ran in the water. Alright, Sora hitching a ride on this rock.
Oh, Cardinal fan, Heaps has the boomerang. It was in remote Southern Grotto.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. But it could very well have a long shot, iron, mirror shield.
I hope not, but it could happen.
I hope not too, but it could happen.
Just for the sanity of both our runners.
Right?
I seem to
Actually-
recall from the race room that Sora said that his last 5 practice seeds have been 80.
Oh. Yep. Alright. Keeps farming some money, farming some sticks. Needs 20 bucks to do the diving minigame.
And needs at least 4 sticks to comfortably do Jabu without having to do pot strats on Baronade.
Right. Forest Temple Path to Twin Rova.
I wonder what it is.
Interesting. So, we did not address the fact, what would help us reach that strength 2 without a bow, for the bow in spirit to be our first bow.
So I don't remember how many keys we had in the courtyard. I do know the first 2 checks had no keys.
Yeah. Yep.
So I want to say the hovers would put it into logic without that strength, for sure. And then depending on the number of keys the courtyard had, then it's very likely that the strength was required.
I actually don't think there was a key in Courtyard. I think
There had to be at least one.
There was a key on the map chest.
Oh, okay, so then it is required unless hovers are available.
Yeah, so chat pointing out the bomb bag could very well be it because Spirit is hard bomb locked.
Yeah, for all we know, the other 2 bomb bags are in Electro.
Alright. Will Heaps remember to turn in diving minigame?
I can't even make fun of him for that anymore.
No.
Because I also did it.
Imagine losing a multi-world match.
I know.
That.
Hey, I stand by what I said. Our team was so dysfunctional, it worked.
How'd that work out for you? How did that...
We went 1 and 3, and then dropped out of the tournament.
And then we dropped out. There it is. All right, so we are seeing some new things from Heaps. Frogs 2 dead, I believe that said.
I believe that's what it said. But it was
That's
kinda
great.
fast.
So the funny thing about Frogs 2 is that you still need to do Frogs 1 to do it.
I learned that the hard way one time. Because just like a runner's here, I had a seed that had storms and AD, and I had every other song. I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely do.
Oh, this is fine.
I was, yeah, about that.
Oh, about that. Haha, you still need to play Storm. Sorry. Just because the frogs like it more than all of the other songs.
We did get a Frogs 1 hit.
We did,
dead.
yes. Frogs 2 is also dead now. But I was just saying, if Frogs 2 had ended up being a required item, it would have been AD anyway. Forest strength. Still 40 skull strength. Yeah, so as far as 40 skulls, we are still not in logic without that bomb bag or another bottle. We think.
I mean, Adam, I think everybody would make that same reasonable assumption just because it's one check.
Yep. Yeah, our bomb bag unfortunately is still out of logic because we don't have an in-logic bow. And welcome in, Riley. The ring is in Southfield in Remote Grotto. Oh, did Heaps fall?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I was reading chat. I literally didn't see it.
I was watching Sora's Volvagia.
Yeah. Sora, showing off what we usually see is dropping some bombs in so you actually attack a second hitbox that exists, because Volvagia is actually 2 fire snakes.
Okay, Adam. I support this, but okay.
The bow is out of logic because it's in a place in Spirit Temple that we don't yet have access to. But like I said earlier, there could very well just be a bow on 20 skulls hanging out. Oh, Sora turned in 20. Ah, never mind.
I was like, I know Sora has 20, but I don't remember
Yeah,
him
I know they both
getting the
have
skulls.
20.
Yeah, getting the check, but thanks, chat. See, chat is awesome.
Yep. Chat's great. Alright, Sora gonna go into Spirit here.
Based on what he knows, this makes sense.
Yep.
Just because he doesn't have that boomerang to go
Absolutely.
to Jabu.
So, let's just say for the sake of argument, you find hovers here.
I would hate it. I think I still push GTG first before Shadow.
Yeah. Yes.
But after that, Shadow is very tempting.
So, the interesting thing about this room, the boomerang chest room with the stingrays, you can just throw the bombs at them and it'll kill them while they're... Oh, big chest.
Ooh.
That's
okay.
bomb locked bow.
That tells us absolutely nothing.
We have learned nothing here.
I was like, yes! Information! Nope.
No. Except that we know both bows we know of currently are bomb locked.
feel bad for Cardinal because the Cardinal's trying so hard.
It's fine. Most of the paths were bad anyway. First scale is in GTG. What?
Could be.
Yeah, could be. We have horse.
Like the Staphos room basically required GTG access, and we've had that for a while. For
Yeah.
example.
What are you asking about specifically, Axel? Hammer put what in logic? Oh,
Another big
chest.
one. I think Axel was talking about the grotto with the boomerang, maybe? Okay. That I'm pretty sure it's also not in logic.
Interesting.
But that does give us information.
Yeah. So a lot of the logic that we're hung up on is our first bomb bag, which could very well be that one in forest, but unlikely. We now know where all of our bows are. Just gross.
Yeah, this game is not that evil, right?
Yeah.
Never. That's never happened before.
Never. Absolutely not. Yeah, I would say if we find a bomb bag here in Jabu, for example, and GTG does have a scale.
All seeds are bad. I would
All
agree with
seeds
that.
are bad. Very.
Some are slightly less bad than others.
Yeah, all seeds are bad. There are just some that are more palatable.
Ooh.
Oh. Thanks.
Okay. Ooh. Oh!
Hey!
That doesn't help!
That's not our first scale, folks.
So it's not the scale that puts it into logic.
Not here. Not that
I'm
one,
tempted.
anyway.
I'm tempted to say no, Sora.
Oh, Sora, no.
Oh, okay. There's a fairy.
Oh, yes.
We're good.
Fairy. Yes, the scale is path for Dins if we need it. Oh. Spirit is a path location. Like, straight up path
It is.
location.
Four more.
Oh, no. Spirit is not long shot locked by the peak of that chest I just got. Is it actually long shot in bottom of the well? Is that happening?
Or irons?
Is that happening?
Which could mean that they, if long
It's
shot is
fine.
available, they could
It's
do it
fine.
without it.
Irons are just in shadow because they've been in shadow like 5 times this weekend.
Oh, they have? Oh.
Fine.
Is it in that one room? The one just before the boat. That room always has them. It's impressive.
No, I couldn't tell you exactly where they were each time, but I have seen them in shadow a lot this weekend.
That's impressive.
Yes, Sora saw a key in the boulder room, and Sora is picking up that FW by the looks of this direction. Yep. Gonna pick up this skull, possibly.
That was a
Spirit-
really clean Baronade, yes.
Very nice. Wait, was he standing too far away?
Yeah. The chest kind of fell on him.
So he can't get
That's...
he has to redo it.
Not sure. I think so.
That's nice. Okay. At least these torches have the decency to stay lit, unlike the ones in Composer Grave. Which, to be fair, you deload. Alright, Big Goron is dead.
Thankfully.
Alright. I'm guessing we see Heaps do similarly to what Sora is doing right now and go do Adult Spirit.
I would think that should be his play just because it's required anyways. Might as well.
Yeah. Having Furor's Wind is really nice. And GTG especially. Where are we going, Heaps? The owl?
Yeah, this looks like an owl play.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice Naked Wasteland by Sora. And by Naked Wasteland, I mean reversing without hovers or longshot.
We could probably say itemless, but Naked Wasteland just has a ring to it that we're used to. Small chest. Alright. Well, by the looks of it, if you didn't win chest minigame, guessing earlier, get your guesses in chat again, because I think we are seeing it one more time. Even if you did win.
Also, Beezer, I don't know what to think about that, so I'm just gonna let it go.
Let it go.
The Astro Furball is with me this time.
Right, look at all of these guesses that I will never remember. You have to remember your own guess and tell us if you won. Scout's honor on that, like.
And then you say you won even if you didn't.
And then say you
check.
won. Yeah, we're not scrolling back up to check. I think you're out again. Just.
Yeah, I'm out.
Right. So LRR.
Barbie, dude, you couldn't have won because he hasn't.
It's not over yet.
You, Scooby won.
Scale? Oh no!
Ooh, there's the hovers.
No!
And yeah,
Sorry.
we have a strength in logic, guys. Oh no, we don't, because that's bow locked. Never mind.
Nope. That puts. Oh yeah, it is bow locked. Never mind.
It's still bow locked. Yeah.
It's very bow locked. Yep. Stone shadow intensifies.
Really hope it's irons if there's something in shadow though.
Yeah.
Or like behind storms.
Yeah.
Just so our runners can like skip it.
Yeah.
And then the boss key is in central pillar. Let's be honest.
Ew. The shooting games have had nothing. I think we saw Bombchu Bowling from Sora.
No, we haven't.
Oh.
Sora hasn't gone child after
Okay.
Forest. So this is new.
What more bomb-locked things can we find? Will we ever find the logic? I feel like this is the last possible chest for logic in GTG. And it's trash.
No, they could loop the entire way and then play Song of Time.
That's right. We do have Song of Time, a legitimate Song of Time.
Yeah, and the hook shot. I think they can do like that one check, killing the enemies in the room.
Oh,
to,
and
like, two rooms from here.
We do have a hammer.
And, oh yeah, no, but you need don't you need a bow too for that one, or is it just hammer? I think you need a bow for that one too.
Oh, I thought it was just hammer.
Oh no, it is just hammer because it's a switch. It's not a it's not a nice switch.
Spirit's the eye switch one. All right, what you got? More keys? Big chest? More keys? All right. Um, we are never finding our logic, are we? Oh, you aggroed the door!
Sora, that was impressive. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was good. Yep, that was good.
I support this.
Hovers are in GTG lobby, Mira. We just found them. All of this is very confusing.
I would honestly say that's why chat has us, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with that's why we have chat.
That's why we have chat. Peeking, small. Key in here. Oh. But we will do our best to piece everything together as we get more information. Just don't think we can right now. I genuinely... Where was letter that Jabu bow? It's not the letter. The letter is in logic. It's turning in the letter that is not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both the letter and the boomerang are in logic. It's
we
the
need-
turning.
We need a scale or a bomb bag to make everything happy.
Well, at this point, it is a bomb bag because we know where both scales are and they're both bomb locked.
Oh, you're right. We do know where
So
the
it'd be-
other scale is.
So it'd be just the bomb bag.
So just
And
a
we
bomb
know it's
bag.
not a bow. And we know it's not the bow because we've seen all three.
Yeah, we've seen all three bows. So yeah, there's just a bomb bag somewhere that we have missed, and it's not on chickens. I think that's the biggest mystery.
Song Song was
no.
in Ranch.
Yeah, Adult Lake.
Yeah, but Adult Lake, we have whatever's
Our
left
hook shot's
of
free.
This.
The only bottle we have right now, Alfalfa, is Rudo's letter.
And also the bows are out of logic.
And the bows are bomb locked. Hook wasn't bomb locked, which is why I'm saying Adult Lake. Yeah, what else is there that we would have access to?
With that wallet? King Zora.
No.
Or was that bond lock? Was that on the Beamos chest?
We still don't have a bottle. That's not Rudo's.
Oh, correct.
Yes. The wallet's also bomb locked. Everything is bomb locked, except what is hammer locked. Yeah. Let's see. So, Adult Lake.
Can't think of anything else, honestly.
I know, but that's because I'm bad. Hey, more shoes. Is there really nothing left that isn't bomb or bow or whatever locked? Hammer rocks? Have neither of them done Valley? I suppose usually if you're reversing.
They both did it as a child, but they haven't done Hammer Rocks.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
So.
That was like one of the first things we saw.
So it could very well be this.
Yeah.
Is Sora right? Let's go.
Oh yeah, bombs have to be strength 1 locked.
Ooh! It is a big
for
boy.
that to work. Okay. Back to
helps.
spirit. Yep, back to spirit we go. It can't be Pierre top aisle because we were bow locked. we're bow locked in fire. Alright, so
This generally just opens one check in logic.
I have a question. With that mirror shield, kind of our first bomb bag. No, there's too many. Never.
Well, right now we know that the top of Spirit is long shot locked, based on that key placement in the Silver Gauntlets chest. Which
means
I
didn't think there was a key there. Was there a key there?
Was it? I thought that's what I saw when.
Oh, I thought I saw
when Sora like jumped down, but maybe I'm wrong. It was a jump. Okay, never mind then.
I thought it was a small chest. Because the only key that Sora was missing was the one that he deliberately skipped.
Okay, so we're good. Never mind. Good, because then I don't need more convoluted logic anymore.
Yep. Tilted, these are not 100% completion runs unless something goes wrong. What happens is they are trying to complete all of the medallion dungeons. You can see those listed in the middle of the screen. So today, Spirit, they started with a free medallion. Have to do fire, Jabu, water, and forest. So they're just trying to collect those items, plus light arrows and magic, if they're not already required, bow as well, to defeat Ganon. The first bow we found was map chest, right? Map chest in Spirit?
Map chest in Spirit, yes.
But we think the first bow is the one we found in Jabu. Logical. First, that is. Alright. Will Heaps also pick up Furor's Wind? Already has fire arrows equipped, so I'm guessing so. Yeah, Cardinal. Mirror Shield was on Valley Hammer Rocks. Yeah, there has to be a bomb bag somewhere that is actually...
The bomb bag is...
Actually,
the bomb bag is what puts everything in logic at this point.
It's an adult lake. No, nothing's in logic.
And I think it's gonna take us a little bit longer to get into logic, just because Heaps is probably going to do exactly what Sora did.
Yeah, agreed.
Do GTG, get the mirror shield, and then play Requiem to finish Spirit.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah, we just still need another item. So that item, it could be a bottle, it could be a bomb bag. There's just some item that puts everything that we've seen available. Yeah, Hubbers is bow locked. Riley, one of our top 64 runners, ever so eloquently saying, fuck logic. Exactly.
99% of the times, Riley's 100% right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that one speed, and I'm pretty sure we've seen it in S6 already.
Right.
That going out of logic actually kind of screws with you. But
yep.
99% of the times, Riley's absolutely right.
Yeah, so you can actually randomize the colors of some of your weapons, your shields, your tunics. Heaps just likes to have white because it reminds him of his doctor coat. Yeah, maybe it is enough. Maybe this whole time 40 has been in logic.
Maybe. Either it's in logic or it's very close.
It's real close if it's not. Because if that strength on 40 is in fact our...
Yeah. Jax, you might be right. I don't know. I don't know exactly how many.
Yeah. I've never figured out how to use the skull logic calculator. So
I mean, I
when
think Hamster's Tracker has that, but I could be wrong. Happy 2-hour marks. Mark. Forgot about that.
happy 2 hours. F's in chat for Team F. Not on Team F, but very much the reason we are here. Our two runners today, DocHeaps and Sora. Give them a follow. Their links are in chat, and yes, we'll explain a little more what we mean by logic when we're done with our little shoutouts here. Our trackers, Mad Monk Adam and Baseball. Baseball also serving as our restreamer today. Scooby, who's lurking around in chat, our race monitor, and Splits, my co-com. We're having a good time, except trying to figure out this logic.
I mean, I'm having a great time. I'm sure our runners might not be, but I'm having a great time. Thank you, everybody. And thanks, Chad, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for being with us here. So I think chat's already answered the question, but we'll go explain it a little more as well. When we say in logic, it means that the checks that they have done where they have received an item or a key is available based on how the generator and the randomizer work in its rule set. So like choose, which you just saw Heaps collect, are not in logic. So anything that they explode with choose, probably not in logic unless you also have bomb bag, or they're one of the few ones that hammer also counts for. Dodongo's Cavern, we know that the strength that we found in Trail put the letter available because of how you are able to access those checks using both that strength and the hammer that. Anything you want to add?
No, I think you solved it. I was thinking about a meme, so I shouldn't say it. You were very professional, so I'm not gonna ruin the moment. But we did get Prelude, a vanilla Prelude.
Oh no. Someone said it. Now we're in trouble. Is this even rando?
Is these even rando?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna say the meme.
Okay.
What was it?
Here are the few
Adam.
things that.
Yeah, no, go.
No, go
Yours
ahead.
is more important. I was gonna say, Adam, we learned yesterday from UDQ that Chad is actually called Che. So that was a bit for them to get to donate at the end. Don't worry about it. You go ahead now.
Spirit Key Logic. The nitty gritty. Oh, that's bad for Heaps. He did not go do Hammer Rocks. The few things that you actually need to remember about Spirit Key Logic is that if there is a small key on the right hand where you would get Silver Gauntlets in the vanilla game, it is longshot locked. If there is a small key on either of the two torches that you would have to light, the map chest or in the sunblock room, you're magic blocked. Boss key 2, I believe. But it gets a little fuzzy. Once all 5 keys are available to Child, it might be available to do it as Child. Yes, fire and magic locked, sorry. I said magic locked, but it's fire and magic.
I'm gonna agree with Scooby on this.
There is
100%.
no logic. I'm not sure why Doc bailed on hovers. I mean, GTG, I get. I guess I don't know if he saved or if he's planning to just reset back as adult into GTG. I don't know. Din's also still... I mean, if we have confirmation that we had 40 skulls in logic...
I mean, if it's in logic...
Okay, yeah. Then we're good.
Okay. So it isn't logic. Cool.
Yep.
So it was tight. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's really tight.
Yeah, so a recent addition, Tilted, is custom models. And Heaps likes playing as Falco for Child Link. I like how Heaps has come here to get this scale now, and both of the runners are in the same place again.
They just like each other, okay?
Just high-fiving. No worries.
And same age, too. Because usually when this happens, they're like 2 different ages.
A true high-five. How likely is AD at this point? Well...
The more checks they do, the more likely. That's all I can say.
The more checks that they are doing, the more likely, because that gold scale, the 2 scales that we've picked up actually gives us Din's Fire, which is what we need to get into Shadow Temple, which is a stone. We don't. Alright, and that child spawn actually, like, coming in clutch.
I mean, it would have helped them.
Yeah.
Well, it can
so,
still help Sora, I guess,
Yeah.
when he gets the boomerang to do Jabu, but for Heaps...
Right. Yeah, I'm concerned about Heaps going back to Hammer Rocks, and I am concerned about Sora ever doing South Field, if not here.
Yep. Well, Heaps is doing Shadow.
Yeah, Heaps is definitely gonna go do Shadow, I think. I think Sora is too. I mean, I think they are both doing Shadow.
Now, what is more likely? Is Sora doing Remote Southern, or Heaps doing Hammer Rocks? I want to say Sora doing Remote Southern, honestly.
Hard to know.
Did Heaps leave for Wind in GTG?
I thought he did.
Okay, if he did, then it's Heaps's. Heaps's check is easier to get.
Yeah. I guess
Okay.
my hope is that Sora goes and... Oh no. Sora's gonna go open Jabu and leave FW in there.
I mean, it loses him a little bit of time, but it's not that major. Because you can leave Farore's Wind even in the map chest room.
I know. I know. You can go... You can go the whole way.
Prelude was on Prelude.
Yep,
it was vanilla. So they need to finish Spirit in order to get it. Which is why Sora has it and Heaps doesn't.
Yep. Yes, Adam bringing up a very good point because it is unique to the randomizer. Farore's Wind, you can set as adult and child.
And you can set it up in GTG, which you can't do in the normal game.
Yep. But can it make a grilled cheese sandwich?
Maybe for version 10. I'm hopeful.
Yep. I am very curious to see what, if anything, we find in Shadow. I am curious how far into this Heaps goes before bailing back to GTG.
I think he goes all the way here.
Yeah.
The boomerang is in Remote Southern Grotto and the Field. And the Mirror Shield is on Hammer Rocks in Valley.
Yep. Both very unappealing places for either of our runners to go.
Both our runners have been very close to those checks that they're missing, but they haven't actually gone and get them.
Yeah, it concerns me most... Oh.
Kokiri sword. It has to be
Iron?
Kokiri sword. I'm so mean. Oh, never mind.
It's always a slingshot. Always a slingshot. What songs are out of Logic? All of the songs are in Logic.
Yes. Yes, they're all in logic. Boom, I was told, and I said this as the very first thing I said on the stream, I have to be on Sora's team today. To balance everything out.
We were being accused of being biased before we even began.
But I'm doing my very best to be impartial. I don't think it's working, but I'm working very hard. I will say both our runners, with the information that they have, they've routed it pretty well. Unfortunately, they don't have all the information as we do.
Yep. Keeps just reset that, I think.
Yes. So on emulator, it's actually faster to reset after dead hand than to walk out.
Oh, yeah, sure. Strength 2, scale and spirit, bow and jabu, bombs and forest, is that correct? I think what we are finding out is that both the bow and spirit map chest might be our first. Or spirit push block. The push mirror thing. The last one we found.
I think they're both in. Honestly, pretty much at the same time, based on locations.
Yeah.
Assuming that we do have the skulls to get it, I think they're both in logic.
Yep. Path to Morpha could, yeah. Nah, it can't be the wallet, I don't think. We have letter, we have a way to turn it in now. We have a Zora tunic. So yeah, it could be the bow, or it could have been scale for Dins. But considering the bow also, you know, unlocked hover boots, I don't think Shadow is a bad shout.
No, it is not. And it's also, like, it has a lot of checks, so.
Yes! Oh no. Uh-oh. Alright, so... Sora setting for Roar's Wind, gonna go back adult. Where does Sora go next?
I think adult, like. Phantom 3cho, these numbers represent the seed numbers that each of our runners got in order to qualify for brackets in this tournament. So Heaps is the 54th seed, and Sora is our 11th seed this year.
Oh, big chest. I kind of like this with Lens. It's kind of slow to kill these guys, especially when you saw there was a key in there that you are pretty sure you're gonna need anyway. But peeking to see if it was a big chest, kind of good move.
Well, I might be wrong, but I think that's bomb locked.
That is bomb locked, yes.
So...
Yep, anything this far in Shadow is bomb locked because you need to blow up that wall with the locked door.
Yeah, it's only the first 4 that aren't bomb locked.
Yep.
So double Shadow, it's a little better.
Oh, Heaps, no! You have hovers.
Heaps, I don't think that ever works.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, so...
I think he didn't figure out that he didn't have the hovers and then he jumped.
Yep, yep. Sora also going into Shadow here, which, again, makes a lot of sense because you've got some converging paths here. There is another slingshot and another bomb bag, Cardinal fan. Splits wants it to be Kokiri's sword.
I mean, don't you? At this point?
No.
That was so honest.
Are you winning, son? Are we having fun yet? Let's get a poll going. Are we having fun yet with Team F? What is randomized in this wonderful Zelda race? So the dungeon rewards, which you can see kind of shuffled there in the middle of the screen. The songs are all shuffled amongst each other. The items are all shuffled amongst each other. If they're in a dungeon, the keys are also shuffled amongst all of the other chests available.
No. This room has been kind of mean to Heaps today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I genuinely... I don't want to say Heaps looks tilted based on his face, but I do think that he's looking a little, like, annoyed. And in his head he's going, where are my items?
I can't say for sure on Sora's side, because I don't know him that well. I will say, after the 230 mark for Heaps, he is annoying.
Yep.
100%. Unless he's in go mode, because it's like, I've done all these checks, and I'm still not in go mode.
Yep.
Hopefully Sora stays a little more calm.
Yes, absolutely. And we don't have a camera to go off with Sora anyway.
No,
so it's harder.
that's unfortunate.
So we're still looking for a long shot and irons. Maybe not irons, but that's inevitably what you're gonna find before long shot at this point. Heaps.
Yeah, go.
Oh, Heaps still needs to get the mirror shield from Gerudo Valley Hammer Rocks, and Sora still needs to get the boomerang from Southern Field Remote Grotto.
I was just gonna say what Axel already said. Go mode is basically that you have everything you need to finish the game.
Probably could have started.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate side effect of being slightly tilted, most likely, already.
Tilted, tired. It's hard to know exactly what's going on through these runners' heads. Anytime you have something like this, where you find the Stone of Agony, it
doesn't help.
It's so aptly named, because that is what it feels like. Agony. Yeah, oh no. Heaps. Yeah. He not happy.
I only remember that child side had 2 keys. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, so child side had 2 keys. Adult actually had 2 keys, I believe. But it might have only been 1. Chat can correct that. Yeah. And then the 5th one was in the lobby.
Oh?
Oh.
Never mind. Zooter safely, folks.
Zooter safely, as we find neighbors. This is meme % shadow. Oh,
and another one.
Please be an actual item. Please be an actual item. I can't. No!
I called it.
Split! Alright, well, you find Kokiri's sword here. You're definitely finishing Shadow at this point because... kinda smelling like AD.
Yeah,
that
he's
would give
finishing Shadow.
yeah.
Mhm.
You're right, Axel. It was an actual item. Sora would be a little bit ahead here. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Heaps run up the mountain and finish Dodongos quick, honestly, just in case it is behind AD. Because then your child,
Exactly, I
can
think he
just
will.
take, yep,
Because that way he can just grab the song when he goes to Deku.
yep, exactly. Finish Deku, save warp, take the owl. Pick up
And
the song,
probably
go
do
to well, go straight to
At
well.
that point.
Yep. I would say.
Yeah,
go
go.
ahead.
No,
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say to Joss that we already have Rudos. It was at the end of the bridge in DC in the Donga's Cavern.
Yeah. So we mostly need long shot. We might need irons.
Nope, Storms could still have one of
Yeah.
those two items.
Yeah, Storms could easily have our long shot or irons at this point. So again, the only reason that we would need iron boots is if our water boss key was in the central pillar there. Or if our long shot were there. Oh god.
Yeah, if long shot is inside water.
If
then you
long
don't need
shot
it.
is in water. Oh. Yeah, that's terrible. Ice is likely to be nothing at this point. But maybe.
I mean, ice does give us Sarius, I guess. Which it is 2 checks.
It is just 2 checks.
That's all I can say. I don't think it's the same conversation
Yeah.
about going for 40 skulls.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unlikely, but it could be.
Need to step away and put my dog to bed real quick. I will be back in just a minute.
Doggo. Okay, nobody panic. But Mel is the person who knows what's going on, not me. I agree. I think we need a puppy cam. Unfortunately, baseball is restreaming and not Mel. Magnus, I'm gonna let somebody else answer that. I'm not sure. I think you're correct, but I'm not sure. Spirit key logic was never my forte. Oh, it is. Okay. Thank you, Jax. Bongo's gonna have second magic. That's just the way it is. Yeah, he lost the jump slash store in the first cycle, unfortunately, which didn't help. And then he also lost the momentum. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Bongo is down. And nope, just a purple rupee. Thank you, Adam. Now I can't unsee that, and every time Bongo dies, that's what I'll think. So Boomerang is in the remote southern grotto in the field, and the Mirror Shield is Hammer Rocks in Gerudo Valley.
All right. Was there anything? It doesn't look like the tracker has changed.
No. So you stepped away in like the perfect time. I did tell Chad that you're the only one that's actually paying attention, and that I was gonna do my best, but...
Fair, fair. Yes, my dog has been tucked into bed for the night.
Oh, a chat wanted Doggo Cam, but I reminded them that baseball is doing the restreaming and not you.
Yeah. My doggo is very sweet and very fluffy right now. She needs to be groomed. Yeah, and kind of like we said, Heaps is gonna go finish Dodongo's cavern just in case.
Yeah. And Sora's gonna go child and do Deku. I'm expecting too.
Yep.
So they're going to probably meet in Deku.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say it's hard to know. Sora obviously has a slight advantage as far as that. Heaps did raise this elevator, which is nice. Just to drop the bombs down.
Yeah, I don't think, since they're probably both getting storms, if there is an item behind storms, it's not gonna benefit either one of them in comparison to the other. I think whoever wins this race is who goes to that one check that they missed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and Sora... So, I would say Heaps still has a slightly easier path to that check with that Furore still being in GTG. That remote grotto as, like, a place you think of having your item, it's just... It's rough. I see Bongo is being nasty to Sora. Oh no, a fist.
This is gonna sound really bad, but the fact that Sora is about to get Serenade is very bad for him.
Yeah, there's
because
no hiking
he's
over
not
field.
he's not gonna go over field.
Yep. Oh.
So that, and the fact that Heaps has that Furores in GTG. Of course, he's gonna do GTG first when he goes back to it.
Yeah,
but...
and I mean, Heaps also has less of a dungeon to do. He'll just have to go back up and melt the face. Which is not an insignificant amount of time. But it's much less time than Jabu, even with Twinrova being a longer boss and cutscene.
I mean, Sora basically caught Jabu almost in half by leaving Forest Wind in the map chest room.
That's true.
So I would say it's similar. I think Twinrova could be longer if Twinrova transforms into Trollrova, as she loves sometimes.
Yep.
But I think it's a toss-up at this point, still at the 230 mark.
Okay, Sora is picking up Serenade here. I am very curious to see what happens. And yes, this is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer.
So, Scooby, one of the things that the rando implemented is the fact that the Furor's Wind in Child and the Furor Wind in Adult are two different flags. So you can set up two very different places, and it's fine as long as they're two different ages.
Sora did the rest of field, I think.
But
maybe none.
I think Sora's missing the scrub in the fence and the remote southern, because when he did that part, he didn't have explosives.
Riley, are you in chat still? Someone wants to know more about Donkey Kong, Rando.
Yeah, Riley's our recent expert in DK64 Rando that I will admit I've enjoyed watching it a lot because I love that game. And as soon as there's a tracker, I will try.
Yeah,
like a map tracker.
Right. Yeah, it's not that old. I think this year.
Yeah, just a couple.
Well, not 2023. This year.
And they're very active on the dev side right now.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
Especially with Disco Chunky. Who doesn't love Disco Chunky?
Disco Chunky's great.
So just like I said, we are getting both runners in Deku at the same time. But I think this is a little better than Double Forest. Rang was in field, remote southern grotto. Which ironically is next to their child spawn. Which kind of hurts.
Yeah, still a half decent way away, but like Splits pointed out earlier, Sora actually picked up. Please let that be our item. Don't make it AD.
I think the game just told you. I think this is an answer.
No.
To your prayers. The game is like, haha, joke's on you.
That is so mean. It literally just said get fucked, Mel. You wanted to be benevolent, but I am a cruel god. Yeah, we've come full circle. It was chat saying sorry, Mel, at the start, and now the seed is going sorry, not sorry.
Mel arrows? Oh no. Mel, you're getting an item and you're not even playing right now.
I'm not even playing. Like, I'm not even playing the game.
And I'm pretty sure Sora had a very similar reaction when he picked that up.
Yeah. Oh my god. No! Who murder Mr. Dre the Almighty? Get out of here. Get out.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That...
It's like my educated guess about the Kokiri sword, I don't think was that far-fetched, but that one was far-fetched.
Now it's getting insane. Oh, yep. First bomb bag was indeed on Phantom Ganon, which
just sucks.
Yep, the first bomb bag we got was in fact first look. Who rolled this seed? Randobot.
Randobot has it's like a teenager right now. It's going through its rebel phase, I think.
Yeah. It's like,
I think that's the best way to describe it.
You don't know my power. Yeah. I feel like all of the runners we talked about this a little bit earlier, but this is the final matchup of the first round. of the main tournament. Last, certainly not least, and all that. We blame Din and Trez. If you are subscribed, please get your blame Trezes in chat. Because they are the ones responsible.
It just feels stressed. Don't do it, chat. Don't do
it. They are the ones who are responsible for Randobot. And you know, okay, I'm sorry to speak of the things that most people don't enjoy, which are Star Wars spin-offs and anything that's not the original trilogy. But have you seen Rogue One?
I have.
The like protocol droid that's in there that's just like sassy, and you're like, I didn't think you were supposed to have an attitude.
Oh my god, yes, I forgot about it. Oh my god, that's Randobot!
That's Randobot!
You're absolutely right. Oh my god, I can't unsee this now.
Yep, and it is hard AD. Unless we have all wildly misread something about this seed.
Unless the long shot and irons are the two checks in Adult Lake that we haven't checked.
I don't think that's possible.
And I don't think that's possible.
With
it
the
is
path...
most likely 80.
Yeah. K2SO sounds right. Yes. It's K something.
It could also be Yeet Rock, I guess. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. A combat unit developed by the Empire and rescued by the Rebellion.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, we're gonna get DMCA'd.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Nintendo and Disney aren't friends, I don't think.
No, they're not.
Um...
And that's Storms for DocHeaps. And Storms for Sora.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna see Bottom of the Well simultaneously here, and then it's just a question of... Wait. Why are they both... Oh, Tektite.
I mean, I'm guessing since they can go to the well.
I would say that is really bad for Heaps. That field is on Sora's mind. Really good for Sora. Yeah, the bomb bag is definitely path to Twin Rova. I don't know what I was saying, Top Isle. I was going to read what someone in chat had said. There is a technical, like, summon Trez reward. Please don't try to redeem it.
Kind of late in Germany. Yeah.
It's kind of late in Germany.
And while we don't think he sleeps, he's probably recharging right now. Oh, you returned the points. Okay.
Nice. But you can blame Trez as much as you want.
Yeah, just fuel him more and more.
Yep. Okay, I need to read out this username that just redeemed blame Trez. A thick spork.
I appreciate that nickname. That handle is amazing.
I mean, maybe Demon Maddie. Trez could be a highly sophisticated android that has flesh-like skin. I think some people in chat have actually met Trez. I have not.
I haven't, but I have been told that he is, in fact, an actual person.
Trez is human?
I mean... No, I'm not gonna go down this slippery slope. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna quit.
No, instead, we're gonna talk about Bottom of the Well.
So far, nothing.
Yeah. So, one of the, like, really unfortunate things for Sora is Trail is still a path location. I'm not saying that Trail doesn't already have one of the items that we need, but Sora's going to be a little more directionless on that boomerang again. Germany is 4 a.m.? 4 something a.m.?
That sounds right.
Oh! Someone from Germany, Kreisen, Air. Can't sleep, checking out the race. Well, welcome. Let us know if you have any questions. Sorry you can't sleep at 4 a.m. Keeps just letting go of all of these shoes. Just like, I can't. Oh, Chris on air. That would make sense.
Now I can't unsee it.
Now I can't, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Look, I am just here to try.
I mean, I think we used all our capacity to try to figure out the logic in the beginning. So now we're just like done.
Oh, it is Chris on air. Alright, cool. Welcome. I mean, I think Star Fox Oot combo probably not too far away. There's Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Still a little buggy as I understand. But it's a thing.
It's getting better. No, and it's getting better, I've heard.
Yeah, getting better.
Can't wait for a tournament with 8-hour seeds. Just every seed, it's 8 hours, not like RSL.
Yeah. It's not gonna be here.
Our Lord and Savior, the banana, is in the field.
Checks.
Baseball, I used to restream. I know exactly what you're saying.
So someone early on, who said it? Who said Death Mountain Trail Storms? Who was it?
Somebody did, yeah, I remember.
Who was it? Raise your hand in chat. Why? Why did you say it? Someone specifically says Trail Grotto because it is a path location. Oh. Frog's one is hinted dead. So you're definitely going up here to Trail and then into Kokiri Forest. I, again, would say Sora probably now has the easier path to victory because after finishing Water, ends up doing Lake into that final South Field check. And then I would say Heaps is on the clock immediately, but he is likely to go back to GTG.
Yeah, but the problem is he's going to do GTG before heading out, and that's gonna be the potential downfall.
Heaps making the very interesting decision here to go adult, because you can use Bolero and Minuet to get to these places a little faster.
Come on!
And it's Kokiri Storms. What if it's not? What if we've just all read this very wrong? What's left? What if it is actually Adult Lake and we all deserve to lose this match?
No. OGC doesn't exist. That's all I'm gonna say. Frogs 1
One
was
was
hinted,
hinted.
yes.
Yeah. It's done.
Survey says.
So we're back to.
Ugh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
So ice. So ice.
Ice and lake.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm
I'm
guessing
going...
because yeah, go. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say probably Heaps is just gonna do them as adult because you can do them as adult.
Yeah, exactly. Better movement with Bolero and Minuet. Heaps is actually going to start losing a lot of time on Sora here without that prelude or that serenade. Oh, oh. Oh, Heaps.
Oh, Heaps. Heaps is
Heaps.
annoyed.
He's so
I'm
bad.
sorry.
I mean, I think they both have every right to be annoyed.
I
right
mean,
now.
we don't have a Sora cam, unfortunately, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure when he saw that big chest in the DMT grotto and then it getting a bottom. I can only speculate, but he was probably not happy at all.
So I guess at that point I just wonder why the first bow you encounter as an adult wouldn't be your first bow. I guess.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a big Poe bottle. It was just a normal Poe bottle.
Yeah. Alright, Sora isn't even wasting time going to ice.
Heaps this cam right now.
Yeah.
I want to say that was exactly Zora's reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So someone mentioned King Zora earlier.
I think that was me.
Wallet still couldn't be path for it, but you know.
I mean, at this point, the long shot is in a check. We just don't know which one.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere.
This bad. I do think we said earlier that long shot probably is available early, so I would not be too surprised if that were what we're in Adult Lake.
I hope not for the sanity of our runners.
Yeah.
Because that would suck for them. That like, oh, this I could have had so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, there's irons.
Hey.
Go get the bottle in icy waters.
Oh, okay. Heaps is going back to GTG. This is gonna matter a lot only because Mirror Shield is in Valley Hammer Rocks. So hopefully he just like reverses. No, he's not doing it. I already did these checks, Heaps.
Muscle memory.
Yep. Did he not do all of this? No. Oh.
Nope, he just did those 2 checks, got hovers, and bailed.
Yep. Sora just setting FW. Going to water to see if Longshot's just in there. Could be. Bottom... Yeah, Icy Waters was hinted. What was it? It was one of the very first things we saw. Yeah, bottom.
It was a green potion model, if I recall correctly.
Yep. Yeah, so Heaps is gonna gain a little time on Sora because he's likely gonna be in go mode by the time he gets into water, but we'll see. We'll see if he goes and does Hammer Rocks.
I still think this is a tussle, honestly, because it will depend.
Yeah, I would say
whether Sora walks out of lake when he finishes water or after he dips water.
Yeah.
If Sora doesn't, I don't think Sora wins. But if Sora does it, absolutely wins 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying definitely advantage Sora.
Yeah, Sora is in the lead right now, I would say.
Yep. Yeah, I think Mirror Push Bow is our first bow. Not map. but I could be wrong. What made them push AD was a potential path scale in a path spirit that led to Din's on Lab Dive that was hinted, that led to Kokiri Sword in Shadow, that led to nothing in Deku. Yeah, adult side bow makes the most sense. It was the last one we saw, but it makes the most sense to me as our first bow. Yeah, it's a true oops all dungeons, not even for items that you need, just, you know what? The logic would make sense. Baseball. It's hard. Everything's hard.
Do you have access to that spoiler? That you were so sure that you shouldn't have changed it? And if you do, can we know where the item is so I can kill you?
Yeah, no. I mean...
No, the spoilers are not accessible by anyone except Tress. Yeah. So we're good.
Yeah. And even then, it would only be in a very weird situation, which we are not actually in.
No.
It feels like we're in a weird situation, but we're not. We just didn't.
No, they just, it's basically just do every check, but it's still not a, this might be a problem kind of seed.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing bugged about the logic, it's just that we didn't collect 40 skulls. Because that would suck.
If it's so GC, I swear to God.
That's not weird, Tawfile. Please.
I think this is exhaustion on Sora's side, honestly. It's been a long seed. There's a lot of pressure when you're in a bracket race as well.
Yep.
And the longer the seed extends, it just shows.
Yeah, every second at this point you are waiting for your opponent to finish. Because you did AD for nothing. And they don't know that they both did AD for nothing. And it feels bad. Yeah, and it feels bad, but...
Yeah, at this point they're both waiting for their opponents to done on race time.
Yep, so the best you can do is just keep making the decisions that you would have made as if you didn't. Toilet was hinted to be something.
It's dead.
It was hinted. I'm pretty sure we didn't need it.
I wrote it down as dead, so I hope I'm right.
AD is all dungeons. So in this case, what we refer to as doing all of the dungeons that are listed there. Usually what we mean is that you're doing the stones in addition to the medallions, which you're required to do already for the song. All dung. All dung. That's what this seed is. It's not all dungeons, it's all dung.
I love this. I had never heard of this. Oh my god. So simple. Why did it take me these many years to know this?
No. He's like Okay, wait.
Well, iron boots were required.
It's actually boss key in Central Pillar, which means irons are hard required. That's trash. Oh, Heaps doing the thing. Okay, Heaps is doing the thing he has to do. Sora is going to have a 2 dungeon advantage technically for a few seconds here. We will see what Sora does. Oh, we still don't have long shot. Never mind.
No, Zora's gonna like full clear water except
Yeah.
for
Yep.
probably Morpho.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully Sora walks out to the field from here
Yep.
after doing Adult Lake.
Yep. Yeah. Oh no. Heaps is like, do I actually have to collect 20 more skulls?
His face when he collected that skull, by the way.
Yep.
He's like,
Yep.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah. I do believe both of these runners are feeling pretty defeated by themselves right now, which, again, we know they have no reason to feel that way. He almost bailed on that big chest. Alright.
No reaction. I hate it.
Yep, no. He's just mad. I can tell you from experience, if this were not a 1v1 tournament match, Heaps would have forfeited.
I think you're right. Yeah, C-square, I guess you're right.
Yep. Alright, so Heaps gonna catch up here. I am curious to see if he picks up those songs, because Prelude and Serenade save you a lot of time in this late game. I don't know when Heaps goes to ice, but it's kind of the last thing other than water. But I think you're more likely to go clear out water on the off chance. Well, he can't even get in. Never mind.
No,
He's not
so
going into water.
the question is whether or not he will do what Sora did.
Yeah.
Which is get the Iron Boots, drop Force, Wind, and Ice, and leave.
Yeah.
Which I think he would, because that's like the sensible thing to do, since you need to get the boss key in water anyways.
Yeah. So, Sora definitely just gonna FW back into ice from here.
Hopefully not, but you're right.
I mean, is Sora collecting key? Oh, boss key shop.
Yeah.
Which is not a place to look for your long shot.
But it's a place to look for your boomerang, unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder in the situation he's in, does Heaps do the same thing Sora did and set FW and go water? Or do you just finish ice while you're here?
I don't know. I think they're both decent enough, honestly.
What haven't we seen? Did Sora actually do adult lake checks?
No. So we're missing Adult Lake. We are missing the rest of Ice. Or like everything in Ice. And in Ice, Sora's gonna get Saria's song, so we have those two checks. Dancing Dad and Skull Kid.
Could still be.
And OGC, but we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Yeet Fairy.
Happy 3 hours, Team F. F in chat for Team F.
I can't even say happy. Like, I am so happy to be here with all of you, but this is... Oh, yeah, Heaps! Busting out Nehru's with the one heart.
This is something you don't see every day.
This is not something you see very often. Nehru's love being used against an iron knuckle, because Naburu got a hit in.
Oh! Big boy.
Big chest. Big chest. Alright. Are you what we're looking for? What's left?
No!
Oh my god. Ventinor, get out.
Blue fire here!
Get out, Ventinor.
Wow!
Chat, why? Bonus
I feel
blue
so
fire.
bad for these runners!
Okay, picking up that bottle is nice though because you're like done with blue fire almost. You don't need to do an extra jump. And Twin Rova not being particularly fast or kind to heaps. Yeah, rip interview. Is Sora NA time zones?
I think so, but I could be wrong.
Oh, Zephyr, what is this? This is a really good end to round 1.
Yeah, this is basically both our runners just losing their sanity
Yeah,
very slowly.
Both of these runners are losing their minds, unfortunately, because there was very strong bait for AD that led to nothing. Not even a logical thing that you might need. Just
a bottle.
But yeah,
And I think
happy,
another bomb bag.
Happy 3 hours. Happy 3 hours. Please give our runners a follow, DocHeaps and Sora. They deserve it.
Oh my god, Neil is right. Who was that person who, like, an hour ago said, is this a Hondo race?
Yeah, so remember when I answered and I said, not unless something has gone wrong.
Yes!
That's where we are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And again, it is nothing that the runners actually did wrong. It was this game.
No.
Being
They've played
rude.
beautiful. Both of them have played beautifully with the information that they have. It's just that the seed is horrible.
Oh. Please, bot. Okay, thank you. Our trackers trying to keep, you know, track of all the insanity and the items that we are finding or not finding, unfortunately. Mad Monk, Adam, and Baseball. Baseball also restreaming for us. And Splits. Splits. We
And
waited all
Mel.
week for this.
I mean, it's fit for the part, let's be honest.
Yep. Yeah. Alright, so that is Spirit done for Heaps. So aside from picking up that water boss key in Central Pillar, which I genuinely do not know how early Heaps likes to route that in. He still needs to make the decision to go to Ice, of course, which we are seeing the end of from Sora. Oh no. Is it actually
have we seen Composer's
Ooh.
Grave?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So who said long shot on Dancing Dad? Please also own your trash. Sora doing what I like to do if I have irons and take the intended way out, because screw that. Dancing Dad or I guess I don't
Skull
think
Kid.
Skull Kid was hinted.
I don't remember it to be hinted, no.
I hate this. I hate all of this. So bad.
Oh, and King Zora. That's the other check.
Oh yeah,
But
King
yeah,
Zora.
Ventinor. That's all we have.
Adult Lake. Have we seen Adult Lake?
Ooh, we're seeing Adult Lake first for Heaps.
Heaps, are you showing? Are you showing us Pierre?
Oh, Deep Fire. That's a thing.
Deep Fire is still a thing.
No, we're just gonna put it in the same category as OGC. It doesn't exist.
Just a nut grade on King Zora. Okay,
so...
is anyone else like losing their minds? I feel like I'm losing my mind. But yeah.
I don't think it would be that bad, Incoherent. Because then that means he's skipping Ice. He's gonna do the entirety of water, yes.
Yeah.
But he's skipping Ice at that point, if that happens.
Yeah. I just throw your F's in chat again, please.
Oh, I have played a 12-hour multi-world, don't worry.
Thanks, chat, for supporting our team and
Team F.
and putting the F's in chat for these poor runners who are suffering through not the most disgusting seed I have seen yet,
But it's close.
but it's close. And like, honestly, if Longshot's just chilling on top of Lab here, Heaps is gonna be so mad and full clear water, optimistically with that gold scale.
I mean, hopefully Sora like saves and quits after this and gets in, but I don't think he will.
The sorry Mells have returned.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's for a different reason right now, though.
Oh,
Because I think we are slowly losing our
Oh
minds.
my god, there it is.
Okay, ice is required.
Garbo. All behind ice. Yeah, Boomerang is in Remote Grotto in South Field. And Longshot is apparently on Skull Kid.
That is a no mode for the restream,
Yep.
but not go mode for any of our runners.
Yeah, for us to be in no mode this late is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yep, and Heaps
No,
is
Heaps,
opting
no.
to go. Heaps is opting to go fire instead of ice right now, which we know is the wrong decision.
There's
I hate this.
Yeah, this is going adult for.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, but Heaps going fire. I think this is in Sora's pocket.
Yeah, yep. I mean,
Because
Sora
what's
still
going-
needs to
yeah.
make the decision to go to Remote
Well,
Grotto.
But after
But-
doing water, he's gonna
Yeah.
walk out because he's got nothing left. So he's going to do Adult Lake into
Except
that,
Deep
and
Fire.
he surely walks out of to field after Adult Lake.
Surely.
Before this.
All right, runners in chat. Runners in chat. Do you walk out of water to do your remaining checks here, or do you go Deep Fire?
Yes, enlighten us, please. Yes! Tall file. That's the problem, that you're not wrong. But I'm hopeful. I'm Team Sora today. I'm hopeful.
If you remember is the real question.
I mean, those are the split-second decisions that you do, like,
Yeah.
whatever your gut says at that point.
Yeah. Hi VXR. Yes, AD was bait. No one feels good about it.
No.
Heaps is in Deep Fire, which he needs to do ice. Fountain on the iceberg has his iron boots, and it also has Saria's song, which leads to Longshot on Skull Kid. Sora needs to do Remote Grotto in Southfield.
Letter was in at the end of the bridge in the Dongo's Cavern.
Yep.
They've both had it for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Locked behind a string.
Mm-hmm. And a long chain that I don't want to repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like over yet, but it is.
It's Sora's
likely.
game to lose right now.
Yeah, it's Sora's game to lose. I mean, fire, yeah. But like, look how long it took him to get up here.
And Zora has Forwards Wind in the map chest room in Jabu.
Yes.
So his Jabu is going to be like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, so much faster.
Maybe less.
Yeah,
So.
even if Heaps went ice right now, like played Bolero went ice right now, I don't think he'd even be in go mode before Sora got back into Jabu.
I mean, unless Sora goes to Deep Fire, I guess.
Yeah, which
Please,
is
Sora,
possible.
don't do it. Please, Sora, don't do it.
Yeah, Boomerang was in Southfield, met you, in the remote grotto.
Okay, Zora, you heard me once.
All right, Sora, please.
Hear me again, please. Do not go fire.
If he pulls out the ocarina, very likely. I'm not gonna lie. I am fully expecting Sora to
No, he's gonna do.
Get out of here.
Shoot the sun. He's gonna do
Yep.
shoot the sun first.
Hey, listen. Minuet, interesting choice. Bolero's technically faster to get to ice. Oh, draining the lake.
This is Adult Lake still.
This is Adult Lake.
The problem is after top of lap.
Yeah, I mean, Zeph points out, didn't equip bombs. Doesn't have hammer equipped.
Zap, let's just say he forgot. He's gonna do it.
He'll do it, surely. Copium.
Sarius is at the end of Ice Cavern,
Yep.
which is where Heaps is going now.
Yeah, I just genuinely don't know, even once you get through all of Ice. I don't know when Heaps likes to route in Central Pillar. Oh, no. Skulls. Which, he'll go Ice for sure, for the skulls at minimum. Yeah, I mean... Sora might also do what Peeps is doing. That path strength sure does sound like strength 3 might be required. Yeah, Heaps is thinking Longshot is on outside Ganon Castle Ferry behind 40 Skulls. Yep. Chat knows that's not the answer. Chat knows that if he just follows... No, that's not... I know
more
you're
skulls.
going for skulls,
yeah,
but...
This is 2 more skulls.
Yeah, I know. I just want him to go to the place. I think he's gonna do exactly what Sora did after finding these irons here, honestly.
Yes, he will.
And
that is unfortunate.
Yep. I think he's gonna set FW, go clear out everything he can in water, and then go back to ice.
No, Zora, no. Okay, it's opponents.
Okay. Okay, we're okay. Unless Sora goes... No, Sora did horseback archery. Alright. We are expecting Sora to enter. Yes. Alright.
Yep, there it is.
Sora's gonna be getting in go mode. That will seal this match. We like to not call it too early, but this is going to be a pretty decisive moment here. Sora picking up Boomerang, so... yeah. This was a whirlwind. Any questions? I might not answer them, but... It's not this grotto either. We have to wait. Inko, that's the best question. Why do we play this game? And I can only assume that there's a very high amount of people with sadomasochism in this community.
Yes. I think that is the correct answer.
Yep. Yep. Clusterfuck. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I feel like Whirlwind Heaps. Okay.
Everything's fine.
Oh. And there it is.
Sora hit and go mode at 3:16:18. Let's
All
go.
right. Yep. And as Splits has mentioned a couple times, Sora does have Furor's Wind and Jabu. This will be a nice quick way back. I think Requiem is fastest. Get into Spirit. Furor's back. Will probably be done in about 5 minutes, given what he's done. Yes. Trials are off in Ganon's castle. You do still need the light arrows for Ganondorf. Oh my god, Heaps is doing it! The 100th skull!
The skull. Oh my god.
Oh, maybe someone in chat, can you tell me, is magic logically required for this skull? Anyone know?
Yes. Yes, it is. Because you
Okay.
need actually no. No, you're right. You don't. You need strength too. And hammer or
some
bounce.
way, yeah, hammer or bounce.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. Because lens is only for crossing the wasteland and chess minigame.
Yeah, but we don't usually talk about skulls because 50 skulls you're never getting one.
No.
Mr. Heaps. In this case. In this very fringe case. Whoa! Ferret Trip learning about a new skull. Welcome to the 100th skull.
And it's literally the 100th skull for most people that
Yeah.
handle the game because you need strength 2 and strength 2 is in spirit.
You're usually not doing this. I have a couple times needed to do that when all of the normal checks are off and skulls are basically one of the only things on.
Oh, the anti-weekly.
Yeah, the anti-weekly settings. 100 skull bridge. Yeah, the skull up in Crater as a child is pretty bad. I enjoy that one less. For sure. And yeah, there is Heaps doing exactly what we thought he would, setting the Furor's Wind in ice, coming into water, hoping to find a vanilla long shot or French vanilla long shot. It won't be here, unfortunately. And it will be too little, too late.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But hey, at least Heaps is not out of the tournament. He's just going into the lower bracket now.
Yeah, so
There's still a chance.
the first round is going to be completed once this match is, so we'll have our winners bracket round 2 and our lower bracket round 1 solidified. We've had a couple matches from lower bracket round 1 and winners 2 already. I prefer to call it lower bracket. Some people call it loser bracket. I understand why. I just don't like it.
I personally, and this is really mean, but with my friends, I like to call it the you tried bracket.
You tried.
Or in this case, the game just didn't let you.
Yeah.
If you played this seed.
Yeah. Right? Ziegmeister, it's my favorite. Ryukane also races with a lot of white and gold.
I think the classiest mirror shield is not experimental colors inside and a white outline. It looks so good.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, all of Top 64 is just so good. I would be very hard-pressed to say there's been a bad match. I am very happy to say that there are bad seeds.
And we've had a bunch of those.
We've had many of those. I would say this goes in that category, frankly.
Basically, in order to qualify for this particular bracket, you have to be good. There's no doubt about it. And after that is reading the logic a little bit better, execution, and luck. That's it.
Yep.
Emphasis on luck.
Oh, Heaps, no.
He's getting this skull. He's like...
This skull doesn't exist. Yeah.
You only get this skull in like RSL because there's dungeon skulls, I think.
Yeah, desperation. Yep. Anyway, I posted a link, the Ocarina of Time schedule. We won't be talking much about anything that happened this weekend, just to give people a chance to catch up on the VODs in case they are interested. But everything from round 1 is completed now. Yeah, lots of really good races, lots of good commentary. I definitely didn't spend all weekend watching these.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. I think I woke up at like 7 a.m. yesterday to watch Riley play, and it just has been nonsense. Took a slight break for a hockey game at some point. Yeah, Again, I think both of these runners are expecting to lose at any second. I think Sora's getting a little more confident.
And it's about to get worse for Sora because as you climb,
Yep.
the nerves just like, why is my opponent not dunning yet?
Yep.
And like the cutscenes during the dwarf fight and the Ganon fight.
Yeah, and we know, like, at this point, unfortunately, it's not even, like, really a race anymore unless Sora had, knock on wood, like, we would never want something like this to come into play. There's a reason we have things like fair play agreement. Sora would have to crash horribly.
And honestly, I think if that happens, God.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't even want to think about it.
No, exactly. Like, it's so unlikely. Sora has saved recently enough that it wouldn't come into issue. Runners have up to 15 minutes to gain whatever progress they've lost back. Longshot is on Skull Kid, which is behind Saria's song that's at the end of Ice. And there is no Ganon's boss key in these settings. It's just 6 medallion bridge. And yes, there is a 40 hint. It is a strength, and Heaps thinks that's where Longshot is. Which is fair. I don't know that I would gamble doing all of this for skulls before getting the skulls in Ice, for example, but...
I mean, I guess he's still looking for the boss key, which we know it's not here, but he doesn't.
Yep, yep. And this is one of the... Yeah, Central Pillar is so hard, you don't want to commit. It's interesting that Heaps didn't commit to at least peaking. There are a couple of really good peaks for Central Pillar before you raise the water again. So if you have iron boots... Not gonna tell you how to live your life and play this game, but I would recommend doing that before raising the water again. Yeah, again, nothing either of these runners has done has been wrong. Like, it made total sense. The fact that both of them ended up doing AD shows how much sense it made to follow that scale.
It was just the incorrect decision for this particular seed.
Yep. Yep. Sora, please. Do you have a fairy still?
No, I don't.
Fairy?
No, I think he used it.
Okay.
When he died in...
It's okay.
Or was it?
He's okay.
I forgot. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Chad, I think this would be a good time to post questions that you have for the runners in case they join us for interview. I hope they do.
Yep. And if they decide not to, I
I wouldn't
totally
blame them.
understand. This has been an incredibly long seed.
Oh, we got confirmation that they're both joining us.
Yes, a reminder, we are on a 20-minute delay. So everything that you are seeing right now happened 20 minutes ago. Yes,
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be opening with my standard opener and just letting them have the floor to talk about the seed. Generally speaking, runners have already kind of run through the seed in the race time chat and in any voice call that they might be in together before coming into an interview.
Yes.
But I am more than happy to let them vent some more about the seed.
Oh my god. I think there's gonna be a lot of venting today.
I know. I think top 64 participants should be sent like a care package prior to participation, and it's just like, here's a tiny little ZSR stuffed animal and some chocolate, just in case you have a seed like this where it's trash.
Yeah, like a virtual hug kind of
Yeah,
situation.
like a
do you
little
want a
virtual
hug?
hug.
I can send you one. It's okay.
Yeah. Little like panic button that you can push and be like, it's okay. Everything's fine.
VXR, I'm pretty sure that Mel actually figured out what's going on with RandoBot earlier.
Randobot is that combat droid from Rogue One that's very sassy.
Because I said initially that it's like a teenager and it's having its rebel years, but then Mel pointed that out and I was like, I think you're right.
Yeah, Randobot woke up and chose violence. But yeah, we'll be getting this resolved fairly shortly.
Yep.
Sora
Sora has
actually...
had very clean
yeah.
fights, and this is going really well too. So.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be done in like a minute or so.
Yeah. I was gonna describe these as textbook. Like, if you want to have a Ganondorf or a Ganon phase 1 fight, like, this is how you do it. I personally like these strats where you can see the tail, because that tail is a liar. Get your GGs in chat. Sora is going to be winning this. We'll get the official time in here shortly.
Get your GGs in, because Sora is done. There it is.
There we go.
Oh my god, he said thank god.
Bless. I think I can drag them in. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
I was just like, ugh.
And we are joined by both our runners. GG's to both of you.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes,
I think it's appropriate and no one is judging either of you for whatever you want to say. GG's Sora. GG's Heaps. Care to share your... Is that... I think I know what I'm hearing, but yeah, care to share your thoughts with the class on this seed?
I have alcohol.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I wish I had alcohol.
I know. I heard that and I'm like, that's a whiskey sour.
It is.
Drinking a whiskey sour.
Except for I used rum this time instead of whiskey.
I mean, I may or may not have been getting margaritas every hour while doing comps. So.
if that isn't telling of how the last 3.5 hours have gone, I don't know what is.
So yeah, give us a summary. Sora, Heaps, whatever you want to share. I'm sure you were discussing prior to this.
Yeah, go for it, Sora.
Yeah, so this was probably like the most like stressful last hour and 20 minutes or so of a race I've ever played. You go through Shadow, right? And there's like 10 big chests in there. 10.
Mhm.
And there's nothing in there. It's all junk. And you go Curious Storage, like, okay, I'll go Deku. And there's nothing there. And you go
Mhm.
Bottle Well, there's nothing there. There's just like, I don't know. I basically played the last hour of the seed thinking like, there's no way I win this. Like, I thought I had lost. I just kept playing because I was like, okay, he's not done yet. So gotta see what happens. And then,
Yep.
yeah, guess it worked out.
And for me, it was, I had 4 meds done. I was missing spirit and water at that point. I hit GGG, got hovers. And at that point, I was like, okay, I know that OOT's song was Storms. I'd gotten that hint. We were talking about that earlier, about that second hit in that Deku tree. So I knew Storms, and I was like, okay, there is a chance that Scale in Spirit is Path to Morpha. It's probably the bow. If I was to, as I was like looking over the bows, I was like, okay, it's probably bow based off of bow locations. However, there is a chance that Scale leads to Morpha, and well, what does Scale lock? It locks Dins. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to change my route until I get hovers, at which point I'm going to change up where I go. And then I got hovers and GGG, so I was like, okay, I need to make a gamble. Do I keep going GGG, or do I just say we're going to push Shadow, come back to GGG if it doesn't pay out? And I was like, okay, we just have to gamble. Through FW, and then Shadow. Well, I had to get Dins, and then Shadow, and then exactly as Sora said, Shadow, Deku, well. And at that point, I was just like, okay, shit. So I was like, okay, GGG, got Mirror Shield right outside, finished that. And then I was like, okay, if there's any hope of me beating Sora, I'm going to have to meta game off of this, because it is 3 hours and neither of us are done. So instead of going ice, I went deep fire, which, as I learned, was the wrong play. And then, all the while collecting skulls, because that strength on 40, I was like, well, it could just be that it's on outside Ganon's castle for long shot, which I was originally worried about, given Trail led to Baronade with strength, but then the second strength in Forest, I stopped at 21, I think. And all the while, I'm just like, please, dear God, Sora finished. Like, can you just be done? Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Funny, because I was thinking almost exactly the same thing. I was like, don't make me do all of this just to beat me. Just like finish already so I can stop.
Yeah, Sora, we didn't have a face cam for you, but Splits and I know Heaps pretty well, so we're watching his facial expressions, and somewhere around finishing the Storms checks, Heaps, I was like, if this were not a tournament race, you would have quit. You would have quit this.
Oh, so fast. So fast. I would have been like, done.
Heaps
by done, I meant dot forfeit.
Heaps' demeanor changed as he was going through Shadow. That one room in Shadow really killed you.
Yep. But Sora, we were kind of watching you play, and we're like, we're seeing a lot of the similar things, like the thought fatigue, the play fatigue, like just really wanting to be done and expecting to lose any second. And of course, you both did the same things because it made a lot of sense. All of the bows kind of jumbled into these all feel like they're probably accessible around the same time. And yeah, it was trash.
It was trash.
I think the only thing I can say right now is, do either one of you want a hug?
Did you say a hug?
A hug.
Yeah. Do you think ZSR should send out like little care packages for when you have a seed like this, like with a little stuffed
Mhm.
animal.
I think CSR needs to pay for my therapy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might need a therapist.
I don't need a hug. I need a goddamn therapist.
I just need someone to talk to, you know.
No,
Sora,
I'll go for it.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, overall, GG Sora. Walking into this, I definitely knew that you had the execution advantage, and the longer the seed went, I'm like, I know that he's just gonna slowly pass whatever advantage I might have gained, and I think you're gonna continue to kick ass out there in the tournament. So I'm excited for you.
To be fair, you both were next to each other multiple times throughout the seed. Like, very, very close to each other.
Yeah, this was a really exciting race to watch.
Mhm.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah, honestly.
Team F on the restream side had a lot of fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're Team F. Yep. Yeah, Sora, I would say, had the edge. Kind of always having this, like, all right, your child spawn is close enough to that boomerang that at some point you're likely to go back.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really until we finally saw long shot from Sora that we're like, okay, this should be game Sora, but Sora you still had to make the decision to not go deep fire, which you didn't. GG's. Sorry, Heaps.
I'm sad.
But yeah, no, most of the time we're like, it's advantage Sora, but it really wasn't until that long shot that we're like, okay, now we can call it.
Oh.
It was that close the whole time.
That's an easy question. We had no access to water, like no iron boots, no serenade. There's no way in hell I was going to Lake Hylia anytime soon as an adult. Hell nah.
What did I say? What did I say?
No, I was reading chat, and I was just
Adult
like, no,
Lake,
Saren. Yeah, no. Oh, no. No.
When we saw the hint about Burning Cack being Serenade, we absolutely called it. We are not seeing Adult Lake for a while.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about you, Sora, but that was my thought process on Adult Lake.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like 2 checks. It's not that great of a play, especially when you don't have Serenade or access into water, because like I didn't have Iron Boots until wicked late, and I can't get in with just Gold Scale because I don't have Long Shot.
Yep.
I
exact
think
same
Sora was gonna do it after GTG, but then he got the Mirror Shield, so he immediately just went to do the
I did the same thing.
Dungeon. Yes, you did. The second time.
What, you mean after dropping FW and GGG and proceeding to waste the next hour?
Correct.
And then going back to GTG? Yeah, you're right.
To be fair, I wouldn't call it wasting an hour. You invested in the wrong places.
It's providing entertainment for an hour.
Oh, you did. Your facial expressions were amazing. So I have a question for both of you. What do you think about your next opponents? Because even though Heaps lost today, he's not out of the tournament. He's just going into the lower bracket. So Sora, let's start with you. What do you think about going against? Oh,
hold on. Were any of those determined this weekend?
I have no idea.
I just opened
the challenge. I just opened the challenge.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about spoilers. Talk about your.
Chad, can somebody confirm that? I just opened challenge.
Help us.
It was Tuesday. You're good. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Sora. Thank you, Mel, for stopping me. I appreciate
it. Y'all wild.
Sorry, they're all so good. The matches are so good. I just want people to watch them.
Sora, what do you think about your matchup against Ice9?
I'm not super familiar with them, but I think my approach to every race is probably the same. It's not really about my opponent. It's just about showing up and, playing my style, playing well. I didn't feel like I played particularly well this time around. Like, the nerves were really bad at the start, and then like once I thought it was over, like I definitely need to work on the mental aspect going into a matchup against anybody, no matter who it is. So yeah, my thought about every match is I'm just gonna show up and play. This is like the sports interview. Like I'm just gonna show up and play Zooter, man. I'm gonna hope it goes well.
Gotta push hard to check that. I
love that answer though.
For chat's benefit, I do believe Ice9 is one of our Brazilian runners, so keep an eye out for a Rando Brazil restream of that, which is great. Sorry,
And
that's all I wanted to
Keats. What do you think about your match against Earl Weird?
I'm of a similar mindset. I mean, the skills that have gotten me to this point are the skills that I'm going to be using against my opponent. Like to try to switch up what got me into brackets. I feel like is a pretty risky strategy at this stage in the game. So exactly, play consistent, play hard, recognize that mistakes happen. Sometimes you fall once in shadow, sometimes you fall twice in shadow. And then you pick yourself back up and you brush yourself off and you just keep moving. Like that's at the end of the day, like for me at least, no one seed or one moment is going to shake me enough to get me to just fall apart. Like it's keep your head down, keep moving, keep going. And, if I go 0-2 this year, then, buckle back up, get ready for season 7.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even say this at the start. This was for both of your first matches of this tournament. Like, congrats on making it here. Of course, GG Sora, and good luck to both of you in your next matches. It's been really fun watching you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Hope it was fun to watch because it was not as fun to play.
It was not fun to play at all.
Genuinely, yeah.
We had a blast.
Okay, I want to say for me,
that was hell.
When you both opened those ice arrows in Deku, I think it was.
Yes.
I was like, please just end this. End this for them.
Arrows.
And then it was ice arrows, and chat's like, the seed is saying, "Get fucked, Mel," and I'm like, I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. I just wanted to be over for both of you so bad.
It was rough at that point, yeah. But I will say, I think you both played as well as that seed allowed, honestly.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
You should be very proud, both of you.
Yeah, and Sora, you mentioned some of your execution keeps, some of your execution. You both recovered like amazingly throughout the seed, and at times where it was very clear that like, all right, fatigue is kind of setting in, you just bounce back. So props for that, especially.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But yeah,
any final thoughts? Yep, go.
Nope, that's what I was gonna say, and just give chat one last chance to ask any questions they might have.
Yeah, just think, fuck, it's over.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up, right? It's like I love playing the game, right? The game's so much fun to play, but sometimes it's like I just want it to be done, and I'm glad it's done. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, well, and Sora and I were talking about this. If this were a qual, somebody would have finished at like 2:05.
Oh yeah.
Like this is not a 3.5 hour seed. The fact that we made it a 3.5 hour seed's on us, but this is not a 3.5 hour. This is a 2 hour and change seed.
Yeah, this is do the right checks along the way, and you avoid the 3.5 hour seed for sure.
Yeah, and we didn't.
No, because you went for density for the most part, and that's all you can do sometimes.
Yep, and that's why we say Rando's gonna rando chat, because this is exactly what we mean.
One final question from Chad: would any one of you want a pizza?
I want pizza so bad.
And now I want pizza.
God, yes.
Yeah, I could probably eat like a whole pizza right now.
The problem is it's 11:14 p.m., so nothing's open. This race went so long, I can't even order pizza anymore.
I guess that is a question. Why did you put off ice as long as you did, considering you could go there? I'm sure we could make guesses, but if you just want to walk through that.
I think like the order of operations for me was like I actually didn't know what song was on OT. I never got the hint. So I didn't know it was Storms until I finished AD actually.
Wait, what?
I never read the second Deku hint, so I
Yeah.
didn't know what was on OT.
Yeah.
I thought
What's
I was
in that
bold by
Deku?
I thought I was bold by gambling, knowing it was Song of Storms, and then I heard that and I was like, "Holy hell, Sora!"
Yeah, I didn't know. But basically, like, I just decided to follow the density over going to. It's like I had all the items to go to Shadow. So it was either go Shadow or go Ice. And I just decided to go Shadow, and then it kind of snowballed itself because Kokiri's Horde was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Go for it. Oh, I was gonna say for me it was I had just finished Tempting Spirit. And it was go GTG or go Ice. And I knew that I wasn't pulling Serenade out, which was probably the song that I wanted the most at that point. And so I was like, okay, I'll go GTG. And then to Sora's point, GTG led to Hovers. I followed the possible scale to Morpha chain. And then at a certain point, I just had to start metagaming and saying, well, Sora has better execution than me. So if Sora's not done at 3 hours, I can just start to assume that this long shot is in a shitty location. And that was basically all I had to go off of in order to try to save myself at that point. And so that's why I gambled, even Deepest Fire over going Ice, because I was like, Ice is such an available play and it makes so much sense that I assume that Sora's already done it and hasn't finished.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the gamble that I had to go off of. Not realizing that, Sora had also followed along with everything that I had done and wasted all of that time. So Ice probably would have been a good play, but I had to make some gamble knowing that I was the lower seed in order to try to pull myself back into the game.
Sure. So, sorry, you mentioned density. I'm curious. Once you found out that it had to be Saria's out there, which you had that information quite a bit earlier than Heaps in this case, do you factor those extra checks you get from a child song into that density at all?
Yeah, usually it depends like how bad doing the extra checks would be. Like at the point in the seed where I had gotten Saris, it was like I have to go use it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
don't have an option but to go use it because I don't have many other things to do.
Yeah.
But like if that had happened like way earlier in the seed,
Mm-hmm.
like if I had known early, if I had known what was on OT, I probably still would. Definitely still wouldn't have gone Ice.
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
it's just fairly slow and the hints didn't really like do it for me this seed. We're kind of flying blind past a certain point, so it's just like do what's in front of you. So that's what I did. And once you once I decide, okay, I'm gonna go GTG over Ice, I kind of have to commit to that, right? So I get hovers, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna commit to this play, stick to it, and then it kind of it goes from there. So there was never a time where it's like I was never thinking like I should bail on this play and go do Ice because it might be Ice. It was always just like I've committed to this. If I lose because of it, I lose because of it. If I pull the boomerang from like the last possible check in this entire chain, then I'm a legend and I win. If I don't, then I just lose and I go next.
Well, and so when did you turn in Letter? Because I had Boomerang before Letter, so I had Boomerang hella early.
Yeah, Sora turned in Letter. Oh gosh.
It was
I don't
late.
remember.
I
It was
think-
late.
Hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
I would say Sora, for the most part, you were following what Heaps was doing because he had gotten that bow so much earlier.
Mhm.
So, like, into fire, into forest, Heaps already had boomerang, so he had Jabu done. And then it started kind of shifting. You found mirror shield and Heaps didn't. So you had spirit done, which meant that you had kind of more valuable songs for movement.
Mm.
But then you kind of both converged again in Shadow. And that was really where it happened was, all right, you both did Shadow. Heaps, you had to go finish Dodongos, which Sora had already done. And
Yeah.
then you were both in Deku at pretty much the same time, doing Bottom of the Well at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. So it was really who was going to pick the right divergence. Heaps, you obviously chose correctly to go back to GTG and do Valley Hammer Rocks for your mirror shield, but at that point, Sora had already gone into ice, found the boss key, so it was. Yeah, when I say it was an exciting race, that's not just placation. We did not know for a very long time which way this was going.
So I was just clicking through. We got Song of Storms within 3 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I literally said, and Heaps gets Song of Storms, and then immediately, and Sora
And
gets
Sora.
Song of Storms.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was the nail biter. But yeah, I am out of questions, so Splits, if you don't have any others, or if neither of you have any other comments, I think we'll throw it over to Baseball to give us a recap of what's gonna be taking place tomorrow and take us out.
Yes, I will do that. Thank you. Okay, first I'd just like to thank our runners again, DocHeaps and Sora, for sticking through the whole race and finishing it. Thank you so much. That was really fun. I was really looking forward to this race, and it did not disappoint. So thank you. And thank you to Melqui and Splits for commentating, and thank you to Adam for tracking with me today. And of course, thank you to Scooby for being our race monitor.
And thank you to Baseball.
Ah yes, I restreamed and tracked.
Baseball's
the
the
myth,
best.
the legend.
Thanks,
Let's
Baseball.
go,
No
Team
worries.
F. F's in chat one final time for our team for this seed being trash.
It was trash.
It was foreshadowing.
It was appropriate.
No.
The F was foreshadowing.
Okay. The next race that we're going to have restreamed on ZSR is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. Winners bracket round 2. That's Brot Inderdos versus Ausuna. And then the next one after that will be on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That will be Seisei versus Cine. Cool. You can look at the schedule for the other games, and all the matches and everything I said will be on there. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to send us over to Cdan, who is also playing some Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy that. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.